Aries and Pisces are one of those pairings you'll come across pretty often. Whether Aries man or woman or Pisces man or woman, the dynamic works the same way. Both of these signs share the dream world in different ways. It's like an old person ready to die and a newborn baby coming together. They are both in touch with the source, life and death. Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to even see where these signs will clash. They will clash in every department because again, it's like a grandparent to a newborn baby or a miserable old person to a bratty toddler on the darker side. Aries is a sign that thinks they're number one, while Pisces is the 12th sign knowing we are all one. It's not possible for Pisces to teach Aries this. Aries will have to spiritually mature on their own, which isn't easy to do when they're distracted by all that energy and curiosity they have. And Aries can find Pisces boring as hell. Knowing too much kills excitement, and Aries can feel like Pisces is a downer on their fun, coming with knowledge and wisdom. Aries might not want to hear all that and just charge forward and find out for themselves. So where these two signs can clash is literally maturity. We all know every Pisces isn't some serious elderly figure, but their soul is old regardless. Pisces holds a wisdom like no other, a profound knowledge of life itself. The thing with Pisces is they are adaptable, so they can somewhat dumb themselves down and get as ignorant or as playful as Aries, ignoring all the knowledge they have. This puts Aries in control, cause Aries, charging around discovering shit, can lead Pisces into things Pisces knew damn well not to do, but still did it for the Aries. Aries is a dominant sign, even when it's not forcibly. Just by throwing tantrums can dominate others into giving in to stop them crying and throwing their toys out of the pram. So Pisces can just be like this to avoid those toys being thrown. Aries can suck the whole life out of a Pisces. Aries can sit there thinking Pisces is a party pooper, not realizing they are literally a soul pooper to Pisces. Aries can be the first sign that looks down on everybody. They don't see themselves as no baby. They see themselves as the king or queen like Leo, at the top like Capricorn. Aries will view the last sign Pisces as some harmless fish and can treat them that same way, with no respect for their boundaries or even their life. And Aries can be a nightmare for a loving Pisces. It's not even zero empathy with Aries, it's just literally me first. Male or female. Aries will want to dominate, and if the Pisces doesn't play ball, Aries can get physical. Now Pisces can take verbal abuse, but when it gets physical, it unlocks a cage in Pisces Aries will never see coming. Aries may even get away with a couple attacks, but I'm telling you, eventually Aries is gonna meet their maker if they continuously assault the fish. Battering the fish like a chip shop ends up in the ram getting turned into curry mutton. These can be those relationships where one 187's the other, and when the police turn up, they see this small person standing there traumatized with a weapon in their hand, as this giant of a person is lying on the floor lifeless. Like, how the fuck did that happen? Pisces knows Aries is immature or like a raw soul, so will give them lots of leeway, especially in relationships. Pisces will give way more chances than they should with Aries, but Aries doesn't have that same understanding towards Pisces. They can see Pisces as the baby and feel they deserve all the chances they get because the fish is the one who should be grateful for being with them. Pisces can have a strong ego, but around an Aries whose ego is not only massive but equally fragile, it can be too much. Pisces likes peace, not afraid of war, but likes peace. Aries is like constant war. Who's gonna wash up the dishes? It's a war. Who's gonna hoover the house? It's a war. Simple things is what Aries can turn into a battle. Pisces don't do wars or battles, they end things. So that's what will often happen in this relationship, is Aries wondering where the fuck the Pisces has gone. If it's an innocent Aries with a dark-sided Pisces, this Aries is gonna meet someone so domineering in Pisces that conquers them. All that energy, all that power Aries can have will be flooded out, washed out to where Pisces literally rules that Aries. Pisces is a sign that can tame or calm down anyone. But when it's with Aries, they can ruin an Aries' whole makeup. Make Aries feel powerless, drained, the complete opposite to how they naturally are. A dark-sided Pisces can turn an Aries into a clingy and sensitive person, can turn them into a weakened Pisces. This sign ruled by Mars, the god of war, can be made so peaceful by Pisces in the wrong ways. And Aries can fall into this position with Pisces because again, they don't look at Pisces like an old soul and things like that. They will think it's a goldfish and not even clock when they transform into a shark. Pisces won't get loud with Aries, and that's what the problem is. That's why Aries can be the biggest victim to a hidden enemy in Pisces even when it's their partner. Cause Pisces will choose indirect ways to break Aries down. Pisces can turn that charging ram into a following sheep. You ever met those calm Aries? Keep them away from a dark-sided Pisces, cause their innocence will get ruined. And if it's a dark-sided Pisces and a dark-sided Aries, that's just straight war. Cause Pisces will mirror Aries, they will match Aries. And that sounds entertaining, but in reality it's literally a couple who fights all the time. And I'm talking like full closed fist fights with their partner to levels where they may even end up fucking later that night. This duo can be very toxic like that. If it's the innocent light Pisces, keep them away from any sort of Aries, cause one way or another they will get used and abused. Aries can be a sign of zero gratitude, so when you as a Pisces thinks they will be grateful for all you do for them, the Aries can feel it's all deserved. So what's there to be grateful for? It's the Mars and Venus planets at play when these signs hook up. And as dominating as Mars can be, Venus can subdue Mars. And that's excluding what Neptune and Jupiter can do on top of it. And that can again go back to Aries feeling like Pisces is a party pooper. When the truth is, Pisces loves to party. They just don't want to be at a party where it's all about this one person when it's not even their birthday. Where everyone has to listen to their playlists, standing back and watch them dance in the middle. Has to watch out for them in case they get too drunk so you can't drink. You get the gist. It's like babysitting. The Aries partner will scream at independence, not even realizing they are being looked after. That's why they can afford to sort of do as they please. This is the awareness the two have. Aries is like driving with no mirrors. Pisces is like driving and looking in all your mirrors often. Even down to sex. Aries can be the type to ram the hell out of you just to get off quick and that's it. Don't even warm you up or nothing, just ram or ride, I got mine, then get up and get dressed. Pisces needs more variation than that. There's a time and a place for a quick ram or a quick water slide. But Pisces needs the slow and sensual, the flip me upside down, the dress me up in outfit stuff. Aries will have to already be on that to do all those things. They can know Pisces is into that and still not even cave into doing it because it will feel like a defeat. Something like pleasing their partner can feel like a defeat to Aries. Pisces can meet an Aries who's into some weird shit, and depending on how much Pisces loves you, they'll adapt to it and try enjoy it with you. So again, it's one-sided. Pisces can be submissive, and that is seen as a weakness to Aries, as they dominate. Pisces can be with any sign, but the problem is it can be one-sided. So there'll be many clashes with this couple. Pisces can send a wall of text explaining all their feelings and asking for some compromise. And Aries can reply back, K. They could have just had a heated argument where Pisces left the house and Aries is texting, if you pass a shop, could you please bring me back a cola, please? Like you didn't just have a serious argument. Aries can move on from things quick. Pisces can't if you have affected their feelings enough. You're asking Pisces to bring you back a cola when they're having thoughts of where they should shoot you. Aries doesn't realize Pisces can be as and even more aggressive than them from holding back to please them. As playful as each sign can be, both signs doesn't play like that. It's only Aries can get over shit fast, while Pisces can stay fuming for a long time afterwards, even when you two have quote unquote made up. Aries is a sign that I'd say shouldn't even be with anyone romantically unless they really mature, because the way they operate isn't suitable for no healthy relationship. So the sign of love, Pisces, shouldn't be anywhere near no Aries romantically. You're more likely to get passionate fights than passionate loving out of Aries. But fighting can be confused for love. Passion and desire can get confused for love. So this is where they can have a toxic connection that feels like rough love. Similar to Scorpio, but worse on the physical side. Family. Aries and Pisces works much better when they're family. They will have more respect for each other's ways. They can both be protective of each other. The Aries' immature nature will only affect the Pisces if they are close. If there's a respectable boundary between the two, it will produce almost zero serious issues. These signs can be very alike, especially when they're alone together. They'll find they have many things in common. Aries can be as spiritual as Pisces too. So Pisces won't feel restricted in what they can share with Aries, and Aries says whatever they want to say anyway. So it'll be like open communication. Doesn't matter what the ages of the two are, they can still have that childlike innocence around each other. They'll have fun basically. On the darker side, the Aries family member can be prone to jealousy towards the Pisces if the Pisces holds a more important role in the family. Say the Pisces is the one loaning everyone money, for example. Aries can feel like the Pisces is like the leader in the family, and the members that keeps going to Pisces are like followers. So just for the Pisces being helpful, if the Aries isn't helpful in any way, or people don't go to them for anything, because they already know the Aries will say no, they can envy the Pisces for having that role. Pisces can have issues with the Aries family member, because they can get babied. Every sign can have this issue with Aries, to be fair, but the Aries can be a fully grown adult and still get babied by their parents. And Pisces could see it as Aries is taking advantage or dominating their parents, and can end up putting a stop to that, especially if they are siblings. If the Aries family member is like this, they'll have issues with Pisces, Libra and Taurus members, the Venus signs, because it will oppose their drive, their motives. They can also have issues with the other Mars-ruled signs Scorpio and Capricorn, where Mars exalts. They'll challenge Aries in their domineering ways. So Aries can be the type of family member to feel isolated, and if there's one sign that can make Aries feel that way, it's Pisces. If it's the Pisces who's a troubled family member, oh, that Aries is gonna cuss them out often. Go get a job, make something of yourself, etc, etc. Aries on the light side can be very headstrong, ambitious people. So when they get around a mopey Pisces, they can lay into them. They may even actually lay into the Pisces physically. This can be like an older Aries sibling beating on a younger Pisces sibling because they dropped out of college and shit like that. Or like an Aries parent who still thinks they can beat their Pisces child when the Pisces is a grown adult. So it just depends on what's going on. If they're close in age as family members, it'll probably work the best. Friends. Aries and Pisces as friends will be the same as when they're family members of the same age. They will get on well. Where the issues will stem from is boundaries. Pisces can be a sign that ignores boundaries, fully wanting to merge with someone, especially their friends. So if the Aries is more laid back, Pisces can give Aries no space. I know this sounds backwards, right? But this can happen when they're friends. The same with Aries. Aries can completely ignore any boundaries Pisces has and always be in that Pisces house. But it can extend to Aries actually wanting to take over the Pisces life. Have their friends. Have their way of making money. Again, Aries can be like this with every sign. In worst cases, these two as friends won't even have the time to be creative and things like that, cause they'll take up so much of the other's time. If a healthy balance is found, they can become a good creative entertaining duo. Or if they simply have responsibilities like they both work, then they can be great friends, where they chill out on the weekend type friends. I mean, they can still bicker and get into little disagreements, but Pisces can move on as quick as Aries when they're friends. If not, these signs can be the type to literally do nothing together all day. On the darker side, Pisces can have a seriously jealous friend in Aries. Like low-key, Aries can be a big hater on the dark side, even towards their own people. So say the Pisces is a DJ. The Aries can be the type to follow the Pisces everywhere as support, but secretly hating all the success the Pisces has. And it will stem from the Aries not using their own energy to create anything and instead just watching others do things, so they'll funnel their energy into secretly hating. And this brings back the connection to the secrets in between, the spiritual world, the hidden side. The other Mars sign, Scorpio, gets the label for this, being haters and jealous, but Aries can be as jealous, even worse, because there's more of an immaturity there. If the Pisces picks this up, which they usually do, they will ghost an Aries real quickly. On the flip side, Pisces can get jealous of Aries. If the Aries is the leader, and the Pisces friend is following them around, say the Aries is a rapper. The Pisces can confuse inspiration for jealousy and end up rapping themselves, dropping sneak disses saying shit to where the Aries can be in the studio listening like, wait, are you talking about me? You said you were starving and no one offered you food in that last bar. That's what we argued about last year. Why are you sneak dissing me? This is a stretch, but it's those dynamics where inspiration from one another can breed jealousy and conflict. However, they'll work great if they're a creative duo. If one's got the success or at least potential for success, and the other isn't the productive type, their friendship is not gonna work in the long run unless it's the Pisces that isn't the creative one. A Pisces can be more of a supporter than Aries can in a more genuine sense on the lighter side. Aries can also be the type to get Pisces in lots of trouble. Aries can be super reactive. For example, Pisces can pull up to a petrol station, a gas station. Give the Aries their card and tell the Aries to go in and pay for the gas as the Pisces pumps it to speed up time. The Pisces can be peacefully pumping the gas, then turn around and look into the shop and see the Aries fighting with another customer through the window. Then see that customer's friend getting out of their car and going into the shop. Now the Pisces has to go to their boot and pull out that noise stopper and doppy maker. This sounds like jokes, but a Pisces around an immature Aries will bring out the dark side of Pisces, where you can get the mix of senseless glittering in Aries with glittering for a reason in Pisces. Have you ever avoided going somewhere with someone from being aware of how they are, so just to avoid getting into any stupid shit, you don't go or bring them? This is the Pisces friend to the Aries friend. Aries can be ready to fight anyone at any time, like Scrappy Doo. Pisces just wanna chill and eat food like Shaggy and Scooby, so Pisces can feel like a babysitter around their Aries friend. The Aries friend can feel the Pisces friend is not as daring as them and even a bit of a pussy. They might not look at it from a being wise thing. They can look at Pisces as pussy and scared of meeting danger, which is just outright stupid the older you get. So as with everything, it depends. They'll probably have more success as family members who's around the same age, cause they've got that blood bond there. When they're friends, one can either just ghost the other, if they aren't on the same vibe. If they're friends from like nursery, like knee-high, then it's even worse, cause Pisces won't leave easy like that, and can end up in so much bullshit just by being friends with a dark-sided or immature Aries. There's not even room for the Aries friend to learn from their Pisces friend. It's only if they rise above their ego and calm down, that's when they can really take in Pisces wisdom. And Aries that calms down is where they resemble Taurus. And that's exactly why Pisces and Taurus make for the most harmonic pairing on the light side. So if you come across an Aries and Pisces duo, even if they're doing crime, that Pisces is probably only doing that because they're looking out for the Aries. They're following the Aries sheep. ramming into everything, which causes the Pisces in sheep's clothing having to reveal that shark wolf inside them to keep them both safe. The real dark side of love between Pisces and Taurus. Come and take a swim with me. Romantically. Pisces and Taurus is possibly the most peaceful pairing you can have in the whole zodiac. It's one of those relationships where both signs don't even need to be fully matured to still have something magical going on. They can be like an aesthetically pleasing couple too, a good looking couple, or just a couple that gives off a good vibe together. Taurus is like weed to Pisces, and Pisces is like a relaxing bath to Taurus. Both signs share Venusian influences, so they'll both be about peace, chill, good vibes, love, a couple in some cabin somewhere sitting in a jacuzzi at night under the stars, talking about life. That's an example of this pair. But on the darker side, both signs are not saints, and their cruel ways can seep into the relationship, ruining a beautiful thing. This pairing can be a little similar to Pisces and Leo, cause it's Pisces dealing with a fixed sign. Fixed signs can be stubborn, headstrong but stubborn, and demanding, especially Taurus and Leo, the first two fixed signs. So that Pisces is naturally a giver, a pleaser. The dynamic for Taurus and Pisces will be one making demands and the other fulfilling those demands. Taurus are givers too, but that's more on the lighter side. You can't outdo a Pisces or Virgo when it comes to giving. So say it's this Taurus demanding this and that, and the Pisces keeps giving and giving. Anyone aware of these situations knows it brings about entitlement and disrespect. Taurus, even with getting their demands met, can start to look at Pisces as weak. Just picture a bull next to a flopping fish. Even worse if the fish is clingy too, which they normally will be when whipped like this. So Taurus can go from demanding to actually commanding, directly telling Pisces what and what not to do, from a position above, cause Pisces will pedestal their partner. Pisces can like these commands initially, cause it's like Taurus giving Pisces the key to please them. But the more commanding Taurus gets, the more disrespect Pisces will start to clock. Where it goes from Pisces being like a relaxing bath to Taurus telling the Pisces to grab a sponge and soap them down. Non-sexually too. You just clean me. I'll put you to work in this relaxing bath. For me. Pisces hates entitled people. Bullies. Bossy people. These things gets under a Pisces skin. Under their scales. You can tell a Pisces what to do depending on who you are to them and the tone of your voice. If anything in the way you ask is off, Pisces will pick it up instantly. So just imagine a Pisces carrying a breakfast tray to the bedroom. They've rustled up a nice brekkie for the Taurus and is on their way down the hallway. And the Taurus is like, hurry up with my food, my show's starting. In a demanding tone. This is where Taurus can end up just hearing the front door shut. They get up and see the tray on the floor and the Pisces has left the house. If there's one sign that can end up like a top victim of a Pisces ghosting, it's Taurus. Cause that disconnection is so good. Easy. Liberties can easily get taken. And typically, it'll be the Pisces charming the Taurus. So when Taurus gets comfortable with this fish running around, they won't realize when the fish is ready to leave due to how entitled the Taurus is or has become, which the Pisces will be the blame for it too. A dark-sided Pisces could even stay in this relationship and cheat on the Taurus for treating them the way they do. Cause another thing a Pisces will notice about the dark side of Taurus is Taurus can view Pisces the same way they view a new pair of shoes. Something that can be bought, worn and disposed of. Venus can be very superficial type love on the dark side. And Taurus is the most materialistic sign, or at least the top two. So when Taurus consciously or subconsciously views Pisces like one of their materials, a possession and or a weak fish, Pisces will leave or start planning how to in their head. Cause that's the furthest thing from the soul and true love. They'll leave not wanting to even show them that shark that the bull is no match for in the sea. So that's Pisces to Taurus. When it's the other way round, Taurus can experience the dark side of Pisces for absolutely nothing, or from purposely making the Pisces chase them around. It can be a light Taurus, who is attentive to their partner's needs, showers them with gifts and TLC, and nothing is enough for the Pisces. The dark side of Pisces can be very nihilistic, and the complete opposite of peace. A Pisces can disrupt a Taurus's peace like no other, cause it won't start out that way. But if Pisces does turn like this, it'll be when they're sitting opposite each other in that jacuzzi, aka when they are up close and personal with Taurus, giving them no space to run, or even to take steps back to charge forward as the bull. Having the Taurus seeing red and puffing and kicking their feet but can't move anywhere. Pisces can have you trapped like that. Pisces is from the house of confinement. They know all about it, subconsciously. Things like love can cloud all the Venusian signs' heads. But Taurus can get played awfully. A light-sided Taurus around a dark-sided Pisces will get used so badly. Pisces can make Taurus cry for days on end. The Pisces can constantly cheat on this Taurus, and the Taurus can stay, being a sucker to their own loyalty, all while the Pisces doesn't even know why they cheat when the Taurus literally provides for them in every way. Great food, great conversations, even spiritual conversations depending on the Taurus, cute cuddles, regular sex, fancy dining, a few vacations a year. All that and the Pisces can still cheat. Even if the Taurus is the most beautiful person inside and out, Pisces on the wrong side can still step out. This is one of those relationships where it will typically be peaceful, but if it ever gets violent, then it will be like it's not everywhere type of violence. Because if the Taurus is the wrongdoer to an innocent Pisces, the bull will meet a shark that rips his whole head off in one bite. And if it's Pisces abusing a good Taurus, the Taurus will see the fish as red and eventually charge into it, piercing it and smashing up the whole place in the process. You know how oftentimes it's that peaceful person who has the worst temper of all? You can use that to describe this relationship, cause both signs are individually like that. When it's good, it's peaceful as hell. When it's bad, it's a storm like no other. Taurus can be like an earthquake and volcano, and Pisces can be like a massive tsunami. Communication can be a problem with these two too, cause like I said, you can see where and why Taurus may get comfortable and start taking the piss. They may not want to hear a convo on this, but they can have a flexible side only if they love you. But Pisces can fuck it all up when there's no actual issue. Maybe the issue is it can be too good. If Taurus is like weed to Pisces, Pisces can just want to try another strain. Pisces finds the most comfort here on earth in Taurian energy, but comfortability can introduce boredom. Arguments will go left too, cause Taurus rules the throat. Taurus knows how to or automatically can speak to the soul. Pisces is the soul. So whatever Taurus says, Pisces feels it in their soul. So if it's negative, like an argument or disrespect, Pisces will react bad. It's never just words when Taurus is speaking to Pisces. Pisces feels it all. And then if Taurus wants Pisces to explain themselves, say they give them chance after chance and ask the Pisces, why do you keep cheating on me? Sort of thing. And Pisces is just sitting there quiet or saying I don't know. We go back to a bull looking down at a sloppy fish. The respect will go out the window, and Taurus will want to cook that fish over a campfire. On the dark side, if Taurus is money hungry, ultra materialistic, etc., they can stunt on their own Pisces partner. They can treat the relationship like a competition, similar to Aries. And all this stuff is what will make Pisces stray, even if the Taurus does it in a jokey way. Pisces can be very materialistic, but if they are not and are with a Taurus that is, and the Taurus is self-reliant, buys their own things, etc., they can stunt on the minimalistic Pisces. On the flip side, If it's this sort of Taurus and they get with a dark-sided Pisces, they will be the one buying the Pisces all their clothes, jewelry, taking out loans for the Pisces. Like, a Pisces will milk the cow in Taurus. If we get technical about it, bulls are males and Taurus is a feminine sign. So really it's a cow that can turn into a bull when mad. But Pisces can keep Taurus as a cash cow. A Pisces will take this wealthy Taurus to the middle of the ocean and be cashing out daily. Drain them dry even if the Taurus is dark-sided or immature. Cause once love is in the equation, Pisces can phase out of it and take liberties. It takes Taurus much longer to do things like that cause they're fixed. Taurus can be too loyal at times, whereas Pisces can be loyal but also the most deceitful when they're ready. So there can be many issues with this pairing. When it's good, it's perfect. The two signs can really balance each other out, complement each other. But when it's bad, this couple will be known to the police. That couple where the police gets called by a neighbour to break up an argument. You see red and blue lights flashing through your window and you just know what house or apartment they are going to on your road. As you hear the Taurus screaming their head off asking the Pisces where do they think they're going. Why did they leave the breakfast on the floor? And look how they've made them miss out on their show, chasing them down the stairs. Family. Pisces and Taurus family members will share a similar harmonic nature to when it's romantically. They may be close or distant, but the respect and peace towards one another will be there. The gender doesn't matter. It's like those family members who can break away from the rest and you catch them quietly talking. Where problems can arise is through money. Nothing else other than money. If the Pisces or the Taurian family member is the go-getter type, and let's say they're into an illegal way of making money, the other will be intrigued by it and want in. For stereotypical purposes, the Taurus will normally be the one who's making money. So they can be the type to show Pisces about it and bring them in. On darker levels, they can sell Pisces dreams while exploiting their flexibility. If the Pisces is the money maker, they won't even have to show the Taurus. The Taurus will come around and sniff it out and may want in. These signs can both be seen as lazy, but once they find that money maker, that cash cow, which can lead to peaceful, wealthy downtimes, it's go time. Taurus are like Capricorn in that respect, but Taurus just takes time out to chill and enjoy their things. Capricorn is always climbing. If the Taurus is the sensible one with money and the Pisces is sloppy with money, all it takes is that one, can you borrow me this? And that relationship will start to roll downhill unless the Pisces is true to their words. Although Taurus can be giving and helpful, especially with their family, if you keep asking them for things, they'll end up not respecting you. And this is where you can meet the stubborn Taurus family member. It don't start this way, that's more an Aries thing. Taurus can end up stubborn from doing too much favours, and a dark-sided Pisces or a down and out Pisces will be the opposite to a giver and just keep taking where they can. So if the Pisces also can't pay it back or is overdue on the agreed repayment time, Taurus will get mad, especially if they knew not to give it in the first place. On Pisces' end, if they're the bread maker, Taurus's pick and choose attitude can annoy them. Like, as a hustling duo, these two won't work. Cause if Pisces is the leader in that business and is telling the Taurus to do this and that, Taurus can end up refusing out of envy. Pisces can be like, I can't do this one, so go here and drop this and put the money in the safe. I'll give you your cut by the end of the week, I just need to count it up. Taurus can be like, nah, I'm busy. Just cause they've caught feelings that they aren't the one commanding. They can get rigid this way. And whereas Pisces is flexible, it can be frustrating. Taurus can be laying flat on their back with a fan blowing on them, doing absolutely nothing, and still choose to not help the Pisces, even when it's to benefit the Taurus too. Jealousy can run deep on the Scorpio to Taurus axis. That green-eyed monster can be alive there. And this is where Pisces can end up being the sensible one of the two, the more reliable one, the more efficient one. because they'll use Taurus's traits the Taurus is refusing to use if it's needed. Anything to do with money or business is where they can bump heads. The Pisces family member could owe the Taurus some money, and the Taurus family member could reject helping the Pisces family member make money. Other than that, the relationship will be good. From a parent-child dynamic, to siblings, to cousins, aunts, uncles, it works the same way. They find peace in another's energy. Friends. As friends, this duo works great. It's all the same with the Venusian influence. These can be those friends who take regular overseas trips together. The dark side is, as said with family, if one's into making money, especially illegal money, the other may follow. So say it's a Taurus female friend who's found the bread maker, they can bring their Pisces friend in, and that bringing in could include flying overseas to some rich, seedy men in another country to get crapped on. Hey, listen, you see, when it comes to making money, Taurus is a sign that can go real low to earn. Everybody has a price and Taurus knows theirs. Hell, they might even offer you a discount. Like, Taurus could be a stripper and come back showing Pisces all the money they made last night from simply spinning on a pole in a bikini in front of drunk men. And if Pisces is seeing the rewards Taurus is getting, that's all they can focus on. Pisces can be down for any sort of fuckery if they're gonna reap the rewards too. These can be friends who doesn't like to work for someone, so can both be entrepreneurs. It works best when they both have their own thing going on than mixing it and becoming business partners, because again, money will ruin this peaceful partnership. It could be a Pisces man coming round with the latest Nike tech tracksuits, and his Taurus friend is broke as hell. So when the Taurus friend is asking, so what do you actually do? And the Pisces is like, bro, all I have to do is plug a pack about the size of a couple AirPod cases and travel across country, shit it out in this fiend's flat, then I get paid. Taurus will want in. Plug and get paid, yeah? Plug and get paid. The only smell you should worry about is money. Scorpio rules the underworld, but the dark side of Taurus can really be underestimated. They can make big moves underground and have a whole gang behind them. Taurus have a herd mentality, so will typically have like-minded or people they can boss around them. And Pisces can be one of them if that Pisces is just focusing on what they can gain from the Taurus, or if the Taurus is their actual close friend. The underworld is also a breeze for Pisces, not even in a stupid ditzy way either. I mean as in, nothing is off the table with Pisces, and if it's a desperate and hungry Pisces, you can get hitmen and women out of Pisces. You can get all sorts out of the fish. So when these two are close, opportunities to take trips on the darker side of life will be ever present. If they aren't making the same money, then problems will arise too. If they're distant friends, then it's cool, but if they're close, they can never have that dynamic where one's a banker working in the city and the other's receiving benefits playing Call of Duty all day. The one who makes more money will influence the other. Taurus will want to get in that Pisces money pool, or the Pisces will want to smoke that money strain of weed Taurus is smoking. I won't just put greed on Taurus because Pisces can get very greedy too. So as long as they're not like in some joint business where they share the same money and things like that, then there'll be a successful friendship. Otherwise, either can end up stealing from the other. It's not the same as when they're family. If friends, both can end up stealing when desperate, where all that loyalty shit goes out of the window. Where the fish can steal something from the Taurus, run all the way back into the ocean and disappear, knowing the bull doesn't want no smoke with the ocean. Or where the bull can steal something from the Pisces, go and sit down somewhere, not even hiding, and tell the Pisces if they want it, they'll have to come and take it off them, aka kill them for it. From all that to just being friends that makes dance videos together and has takeaway and movie night sleepovers. Or two friends who sits on Call of Duty all day, talking to each other through a headset, planning ways of how they're gonna make some money. It can be a beautiful thing or a nightmare. The real dark side of love between Gemini and Pisces. Come and take a swim with me. Romantically. When Gemini and Pisces come together in any sort of romantic way, At first, this is going to feel like a cool breeze on a hot summer's day. Gemini will be intrigued by this mysterious, delicate appearing fish, and Pisces will feel like they've been pleasantly woken up by this ray of sunshine. But as most of us will know, these two signs are the most dualistic signs in the zodiac. Gemini is represented by the twins. It can be a representation of two people communicating, sharing ideas, but on the other hand, it's a representation of the two sides of Gemini. On the dark side of Gemini, you really do get Jekyll and Hyde. You don't know if you're talking to Gem or Inai. Pisces is represented by two fishes swimming in opposite directions. It's not really split personalities with Pisces, it's more two fish swimming in two different worlds, being able to mutate into any character from either. It can be Jekyll and Hyde like, but with more reasoning to why. So right off the bat, you get inconsistency. This couple is like the Joker and Harley Quinn. The main reason these two signs will clash is because they are both changeable. Gemini can be loving one day, then the next day, they're seeming like they want to argue with you for absolutely nothing. The last text or convo you had with Gemini was lovey-dovey, smoochy, mwah mwah, I'll speak to you in the morning, or goodnight kisses before rolling over to sleep. Then when you speak in the morning, the Gemini is addressing you as if you're fresh off an argument. So this will confuse the hell out of a Pisces. The Gemini partner is probably the most dangerous partner a Pisces can have, because they can really, and I mean really, fuck with a Pisces heart and mind. And on Gemini's side, Gemini may be so upbeat, travelling around the city, happy, and then meets their Pisces partner who is moody as hell, for what appears to be nothing, bringing down the Gemini's mood. Even worse, the Pisces may not even know why they feel so down, so it brings a thought to Gemini like, this person's not in control of themselves, and a Debbie Downer. Gemini is just like twins. You know, there's always that one who at the very least looks more sinister than the other. They won't have to technically be evil, but they will look that way. Gemini has this same thing going on, but where one twin is pleasant, the one oftentimes at the forefront, the other twin is down there miserable as hell, waiting to pop up at random. So Pisces having these random downer moods can bring Gemini's pleasant twin's vibe down, which causes that other twin to come up. There's too many personalities and moods and different versions of the self going on when these two mix, which makes it romantically challenging. Opposites attract, and although both these signs can be friendly people's people, Pisces is not as outgoing as Gemini. Pisces likes solitude, while Gemini can have the stamina to meet friend after friend, going place after place. So this can irritate the Pisces partner, cause Pisces likes personal. Gemini can be introducing their Pisces to a new best friend every other week. Pisces will view all this as fake, and realize Gemini can also be like this romantic relationship wise too, or at least see the possibility. So Pisces will not trust Gemini deep down, and Gemini can find Pisces too boring. As much of an actor and adapter Pisces can be, it's not easy faking it around a Gemini, cause they clock these things. They're a very witty sign, especially if these two signs live together. Gemini won't necessarily see through Pisces, but they will see when Pisces has changed, mutated, cause they themselves do a similar thing. So if the Pisces isn't the creative type working on a craft and instead just gets high all day doing nothing and transforming and shit for no reason, it will push the Gemini to wanting to be with their friends more than their Pisces partner. Gemini can be as creative as Pisces, so it's even worse if they know the Pisces has potential and sees them wasting it. This will irritate Gemini, cause Geminis are secretly very ambitious people. Very business-minded, low-key. Pisces cannot care for life achievements depending on what fish it is. Pisces can have all the talent in the world and sit on it. Gemini can also not like the attention a Pisces can get from being friendly, cause it's easier for Pisces to build strong bonds or get in romantic relationships. Pisces has deep connections with people. That's why Pisces won't have a new best friend every other week, unless it's for a purpose. Pisces can play that type of game, and Pisces can also have a new fling every other week, depending on the fish. It's like that option is there for Pisces to be light or deep. Gemini can envy this in their partner. Even when Gemini is surrounded by so many people, it's because their relationships can be very light and changeable, just like Gemini themselves. Geminis aren't able to just go deep with people like that. They can't fake it either, because when Gemini goes deep, that's where the other twin is, who is oftentimes not nice. So they stay light and flighty, hiding that twin. And that's who Pisces eventually ends up getting to see in Gemini. And once Pisces sees it, that's the only version of Gemini Pisces will see. That hidden twin. Same way Gemini can see when Pisces mutates, Pisces will see who's at Gemini's core, which won't look like mutation to Pisces, more a revealing of true colours. This is where this relationship can be dangerous as hell for a Gemini, cause Pisces can pull their other hidden twin out and be dancing in Gemini's face with it, for Gemini and the world to see. You're dealing with light and deep when these two get together. They really can both pull the crazy out of each other. Gemini is similar to Libra, where they can be mistaken for feminine signs by default, but they're both masculine. So the women of these signs can boss up the same way, to where they could even try bully the feminine fish, finding out it's not as easy as it looks, simply because Pisces can see through them. Too many lies and deceit can be flying between these two, as well as dinner plates and ornaments when they argue. It's really not an easy relationship romantically unless one is bending over backwards for the other. On the plus side, they'll be spontaneous, happy, very sexual and experimental. It won't be a boring relationship at all if they can get past all these hurdles. But the hurdles will be high. Family. Gemini and Pisces family members can still run into issues because Gemini likes to play, even at times when Pisces may not be in the mood to play. Gemini can be big time wind up merchants. If they see something about you that they can play on, Gemini can playfully pick on you, non-stop. Gemini don't run out of ideas. It's like each idea births another one with Gemini. Pisces is a sensitive sign, not just to feelings but to everything. So when Gemini is playfully joking about real things, Pisces will be seeing the other twin, while others are just seeing the pleasant twin making the jokes in Gemini. So Pisces can end up not fucking with their Gemini family members for being snaky. A Gemini can be working the room, running lots of jokes. Then Pisces can come in and either join the Gemini's audience laughing along, or watching, or adapt to the mood of making fun and start dishing it back to Gemini, or bring an "but that's not funny" energy into the room. Like say a Gemini is making jokes about a disabled person. For example, that's not exclusive to Gemini, any fool can do something like that. But say the Gemini is and everyone's laughing because what Gemini says or acts out will be funny. They're like one of the funniest signs. So Pisces can be like, how are you laughing at them? Don't you know about karma? Don't you know your kids can turn out the same way as that person you're mocking? Then everyone's like, it's only a joke. And Gemini's just sitting there smiling, because they're still ready to make more jokes. They ain't even listening to what the Pisces is saying. Gemini on a less conscious level don't care about all that deep shit, all that deep karmic shit. A joke's a joke. So Pisces can be a killjoy to Gemini even in family settings, and Gemini can annoy the hell out of Pisces for being unnecessarily cruel and disguising it as jokes. And even worse, they can both end up mimicking the other to wind each other up. In a parent dynamic, it works better when Pisces is the parent to Gemini, because Gemini will be so curious, full of questions, that can help the Pisces with their own imagination finding ways to answer Gemini's never-ending questions. Gemini will feel heard by the Pisces parent, but when the Gemini gets older, the Pisces may end up seeing the other twin in their own child, which can cause issues if that Gemini is more on the immature side, because Geminis can be cold even towards their own parents. When it's a Gemini parent with a Pisces kid, it will be problematic for the child. Not in terms of adventure or fun, but in terms of the Pisces kid being able to fully express themselves to the Gemini parent. There will be a struggle, a disconnect. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is asleep and lost in Pisces. So that's already an issue in the cosmic alignment. Gemini is no way a dreamer how Pisces is. Geminis are way more expressive. They can look at their Pisces child like they're crazy, too deep, too in their head. Thousands of thoughts flies through both these signs' heads. But Geminis doesn't pay attention to it the same way Pisces does. Gemini is very much present in reality, connecting with people. Pisces can do that, but they will always have that reflection time, which is needed. Gemini may have it too, but it's not needed. Gemini can talk with others for days on end. The Pisces kid asking their Gemini parent endless questions can end up in Gemini being like, you ask too much questions, just go and play. Be a kid, go and play. So Gemini may not understand Pisces' need to swim away and be alone with their thoughts. So the same with romantic relationships, expect some sort of disagreements to happen no matter what the relationship is. Well, excluding like a grandparent to a grandkid type dynamic. But it can still happen depending on the respect levels. Either way, if the Pisces is being as vocal as Gemini, there will 100% be problems, now and then. Even if the Pisces is mute, the Gemini can make a problem out of that. Friends. Of all relationships between the two, this is the one where these signs will find the most success. When they are friends. I won't say as best friends. Can Gemini even have one best friend? Normally it will be like at least a couple best friends. But if they are both friends who isn't constantly around each other, they can remain friends for a very long time. Boundaries are important in all relationships, but when they're friends, there's much more respect for how the other is. Like, they won't pull each other into their own worlds. They'll rather offer it, and it won't be a big deal if the offer isn't taken up, because they will both be operating on a light level with each other. All friendships works with these two, including male and female friendships. The danger here is, they are both prone to a friends with benefits dynamic. Not even no planned thing. But just like with the romantic relationship, it's that initial refreshing feeling both signs can get from each other, and that they can be operating on a light level. When they meet up, it can sort of feel like the first time each time. Even if they both aren't under the influence and just chilling, talking. Especially if one's at the other's place, on a casual visit, that friends with benefits window can open wide, where all those personalities and characters have a massive cosmic I mean, it's always tricky when that gets brought into any friendship, but with Gemini and Pisces, it can be like a very easy connection with a very rough ending. The ending won't be smooth. Both signs can be cold and warm, and so much confusion can happen, where after both parts ways, it's like, what the fuck happened there? As just platonic friends that you see now and then, and are not around the other, long enough for moods and mutating and twins switching places to happen, then it can work just fine. Even better if they're both a part of a larger group. If it's just the two of you, be mindful when alone. You want this friendship to last forever? 2 words. Chastity belt. The real dark side of love between Cancer and Pisces. Come and take a swim with me. Romantically. On paper, Cancer and Pisces should work, and they easily do. These are 2 signs who can care for the other deeply. The beginning of this duo can be a beautiful thing. Cute is probably the best word to describe it. Like a very cute couple, where others looking on are like, ah. Now when we get to the real of this duo, when it's romantically, things can turn ugly quick fast, cause both signs can be emotionally abusive. With this pairing, there can be lots of emotional blackmailing and mirroring going on. From Cancer's end to Pisces, Pisces can be lovey-dovey, but Pisces isn't naturally as possessive and clingy like Cancer's. Pisces is not as emotionally expressive as Cancer's. Pisces is more free and can wander off at times. Cancers won't like this. Cancers like to keep people in their shell with them. Cancers can have major fears of being abandoned. That's why they cling. So just picture a crab clinging onto a fish. Pisces won't be happy as Cancer is comfortable knowing they've got this fish in their clutches. From Pisces' end to Cancer's, Cancer is naturally a deceptive sign. Cancers initially portray this sweet and soft look which Pisces can get fooled by. But over time, Pisces will start to see the dark side of the moon in Cancer, where Cancers are soft on the outside but are hard on the inside. So Pisces can feel manipulated from that alone, and actually choose to stick around and start reflecting Cancer back onto them. Pisces will purposely stay trapped in that shell for as long as Cancer wants, until Cancer gets so sick of the Pisces, not realizing they're showing them their self. Both these signs are big on feelings, but the difference is Cancers are more about their own feelings, while Pisces are more about others. So this sets up control. Cancers automatically have power over Pisces because Cancers cares about their feelings, while Pisces will care about the Cancer's feelings too. That's on the immature side. But Pisces also cares about others' feelings too, even strangers. And Cancer may not understand this. Cancer is more personally caring for their own. So when Pisces is showing love to others, Cancer can get bossy on Pisces. And that Pisces cares about Cancer's feelings, they can give in and stop being themselves. Cancers can be very manipulative with their feelings even when they're not trying to be, because it's cardinal energy. They can get the waves in the ocean moving, causing problems that benefits them. And Cancers can be mirrors too, in a petty way. Like, what you do to me, I'll do back to you. Cancers can be covert dark Leos. So I'll say Cancers will always have the upper advantage initially, even when it's not on the dark side. The real dark side between these two happens when Pisces starts adapting and purposely teaching Cancer a lesson about the ocean. Although Cancer is ruled by the moon and ocean, Pisces rules the ocean, being ruled by Neptune. Cancers doesn't realize this until they do. How Pisces can almost crush a Cancer and their shell is because, like I said, Pisces cares about others' feelings, including Cancers, meaning they will get to know Cancer very well, inside and out. What makes them tick? What makes them sad? What hurts their feelings? And most importantly, it's where Pisces starts caring about their own feelings too, reflecting Cancer. This is where the dark side of being an empath can come into play, and if there's one sign that can witness a dark empath in Pisces, is Cancer, through the Cancer's own actions. Pisces can pull Cancer into the middle of the ocean and show them what being surrounded by large vicious waves and no shore in sight feels like, and then pull them down to the bottom of the ocean and let them experience true darkness, which they, the Cancer, can be projecting onto others from the beach. Cancers can project feelings they don't even deep what it feels like for others. Pisces can make Cancer feel this, but it doesn't end there. So as Pisces stays there literally ripping off the Cancer's legs one by one, Cancer will be getting madder and madder, and when they explode, they will literally try to kill the fish. Cancers can't handle being flooded with emotions. It's literally like a crab being washed up on the beach. So they won't be grabbing the fish to hold it. They'll be grabbing it to pierce through it. But by then, the fish would have been free. A hole in the shell would have already been created for an escape. And once a fish is free, you ain't catching that same fish again. But on the flip side, the Pisces may stay and allow the Cancer to take them out. Just teach the Cancer a lesson beforehand, but maybe they're even too damaged to run afterwards. Pisces will sacrifice themselves like that. Cancers can be loving, they can care and nurture you, but on the darker side, they'll only be doing that to you for themselves. It's for their own comfort, not yours. You won't realize that about Cancers until you're around them, romantically, for a very long time. But the easiest way to see it is having an issue that is only emotionally affecting you and see how the Cancer responds. I guarantee they'll only care for you so it doesn't affect their mood, not because they want to take on your pain and help you for you. Pisces hates things like that, because it's like fake niceness. It's selfish love. And Cancer can hate that Pisces shows love to everyone. That can look fake to Cancer because it's like you can't seriously love everybody. So when these two are partners, on the darker side, it can be manipulation and mirrors galore. Cancers are hard and Pisces are elusive. From another angle, there are Cancers who are genuinely nice people who are truly soft and loving. So when you pair that with a Pisces who can be this way too, a Pisces can end up taking advantage of this. Because although Pisces are loving, that's just one side of them. There's a dark side that is ever present, behind the scenes. So all that clingy lovey-dovey shit can annoy a Pisces, as mad as that sounds. You ever heard Pisces being described as cold? It was probably from a Cancerian. It's where the crab can literally meet a shark. No match whatsoever. So if the signs are reversed, with the lovey-dovey pure Pisces just wanting to love and have a Disney romance, they can meet a loving Cancer, but Cancer can turn into a bully on this kind of Pisces, for similar reasons. It can irritate them where Cancers can turn cold. In the end, it can be too much feelings with no balance, no solid structure, no foundation, just ocean and sea and a little bit of beach. Even when these two are on the beach chilling, the sea will pull them in, giving them something to emotionally deal with, and they both handle emotions differently. One starts and the other adapts, cardinal and mutable. This pairing will make for a great teen romance. Lots of drama and love, but when matured, it can work, but because there'll be lots of reflection going on, it can be pretty petty now and then. It's the first and last water sign mingling here, after all. Family. Cancer and Pisces as family members should be an easygoing link. Problems may arise if they're too close, due to feelings or petty disputes, but overall, this should be a cool pairing. The signs will connect and be harmonic in that respect. The link won't be as deep as like it would be if Scorpio was paired with either one, but more light, as if it's a trip to the beach, that sort of vibe. If we talk more on the dark side, I'll say more external jealousy than internal jealousy can happen here, like with each other's partners. Both these signs at low vibrations can be the type to sleep with others' partners. If the Pisces and their partner has issues, and the partner goes to the Cancerian family member for support, yeah, that support can turn into an affair. Cancers can be the type to watch others' partners, and then sidestep into the relationship at the perfect time. Usually when some emotional turmoil has happened. That's when Cancers are their most powerful. When someone needs emotional healing. Yeah, Cancers will heal your partner alright. Cancer, the sign of the home, can be big time homewreckers. And Pisces can be a threat to a Cancer family member's relationship cause Pisces is more emotionally supportive. So say the Cancer argues with their partner, not taking any of their partner's feelings into consideration, and then they go to the Pisces family member, explaining what happened. They can find such comfort in the Pisces from feeling genuinely heard and understood. So depending on how dark-sided that Pisces is, or how much restraint they have, in case the Cancer's partner makes a pass at them for comforting them, again, affairs can happen. Pisces are not saints in the sexual department. This is a bit of a stretch, but it does happen. However, typically, these two shouldn't really have family issues. They tend to genuinely be nice to each other. Friends. This pairing makes for great friends. They can really get each other enough to maintain a long-lasting relationship. Without that burden of romantic love in between and just platonic, many of the potential dark-sided occurrences gets put to the side. More focus is placed on just caring for the other and having a chill time. One will take up the parent role in this pairing. One will always look out for the other more. It can go either way which one takes on that role. Pisces can be as moon-like as Cancer, so it can swing either way. If they are both operating on the darker side of life, they wouldn't even be friends. Like, a dark-sided Pisces and a dark-sided Scorpio can be friends. A dark-sided Cancer with a Pisces or a Scorpio won't be friends. Cancers that are dark-sided will be like a bully with a sidekick at most. Pisces aren't the sidekick type. They're more the partnership type or silent partner type. At most, Cancer and Pisces can be frenemies. Like, they can fuck with each other for a purpose. Like, say they're a part of a bigger gang, but not really fuck with each other like that. They won't trust each other at all. Like, a Cancer and Pisces partner in crime situation will just be sloppy. I can't see that lasting. Cancer won't trust Pisces because they'll sense Pisces can be deceptive as hell, and Pisces won't trust Cancer because Cancers can be volatile as hell. So whereas like sneaky stuff can happen in their family, if they're family, it'll be a lot harder to happen if they're friends because they won't trust the other whatsoever if they're both dark-sided. If they're good friends, deception and those things wouldn't even take place. Again, these signs can care for each other big time, especially in friendship, as one will take up the role of like a parent. Yeah, there'll be petty arguments. Cancers can get quite competitive too, and Pisces will play along for fun. So beyond that, I'd be surprised to hear a Pisces friend or a Cancer friend snaked the other when they were both clearly good friends for a long time. I'll be surprised, but not at the same time, as anything's possible. At the very least, either sign won't be shocked if the other one betrays them. The thought would have already crossed their mind. The real dark side of love between Leo and Pisces. Come and take a swim with me. Romantically. Leo and Pisces are two signs that, on paper, it should not work. But it does, because these two signs are the most loving signs. Leo's the heart, Pisces is the soul. This is a kingdom surrounded by an ocean on the light side. But I'll tell you how these two signs clash other than just because one's fire and the other's water. Spiritually, water and fire works together, but for topic's sake, here's why. Leo and Pisces both have big egos. It's as simple as that. Leo's ego's on show for the world to see. It's necessary for them to shine. While Pisces has a massive ego under the quiet, that their job is to rise above and kill in the end. Massive ego may be the wrong term. Strong ego. Leo has a big ego. Pisces secretly has a strong ego. So Leo can be bossy with Pisces, not knowing Pisces can be as bossy as Leo, as vain as Leo, as egotistical as Leo. Leo senses it, but doesn't actually realize Pisces is an old soul, doesn't realize Pisces is a magician, while Pisces can view Leo in a kid-like way, a strong, brave and dangerous kid. Pisces is a sign that adapts to its surroundings, including environments and people. So when these signs are romantically involved, which often happens because they both love to charm people and love, when it's on the dark side, Leo will boss around and try to control Pisces, which can indirectly cause Pisces to not only reflect Leo, but highlight the Pisces' own hidden ego to themselves, which the Pisces may not like, especially if they initially wasn't aware of it. Because with an ego, you can have power and rule over others as if you are a god. On the dark side, Pisces will love this as they find an avenue to channel any negativity they're dealing with, which will typically be lots. But on the light side, it can make a Pisces be too aware of their dark side which they like to lock away. A dark-sided Pisces will be hell for Leo. Cause Leo's here to shine, be the star. But the Pisces can rise that tidal wave so high at any time, blocking the sun's light. So Leo can't prosper. The dark-sided Pisces could want to humble the Leo, show them they're not actually king or queen. There's a power greater than the sun. The power that made the actual sun. So this is where the Pisces can be abusive to the Leo, especially if the Leo's the hard-headed type. It's a mutable sign in Pisces with a fixed sign in Leo. So that's already an issue. That's one-way flexibility. Not all Leos are lions. Some are delicate cubs with little Simba and Nala roars. A dark Pisces can be like Scar to them. When it's Leo that's the darker one, Leo will treat Pisces the same way a cat treats a goldfish in a bowl. The Leo will play with the Pisces when they want. Play with their heart, play with their feelings, play with their safety. Leo can strike fear in a Pisces heart and then cuddle them afterwards. Leos can be very possessive. Those lion paws can pin the fish down, and anytime the fish wiggles, trying to get free, the lion could protract its claws to warn the fish of the pain they can inflict. So keep still. A dark-sided Leo's possessiveness will make a dark-sided Cancerian's possessiveness look like child's play. Their possessions will be directly tied into their pride, and their pride is everything. Would you rather a crab's pincers clinging onto you, or a lion's paws and body weight pulling you down? Leo can roar in the fish's face with demands, commands, and pick every single bone out of the fish, to where it's just a sloppy, spineless servant. This can only happen with a Pisces that is more on the light side. But all the terror, the fear inflicted can breed Megalodon in Pisces, turn Magikarp to Gyarados. Leo can create a monster in Pisces with this treatment that can swallow a lion whole. Cause again, Pisces also secretly has a massive ego. They have pride. It's just waiting to be unlocked and accepted. So the sign of pride itself, Leo, can bring it out in Pisces one way or another. Otherwise, Pisces won't be able to compete with the will of Leo. Leo will dominate the fish. This is a very passionate and loving combination with Leo and Pisces when healthy. It's that image watching a sunset by the sea. Pisces can supply everything Leo wants and needs. Every single one. But Leo cannot do the same for Pisces because they may not even know who the Pisces really is. The Pisces might not allow it. Leo can have so many demands that Pisces is transforming into this and that to keep up, even to the point of losing themselves. Pisces will be acting out all the roles in the Leo's kingdom. The jester, the king or queen next to the Leo king or queen, the archer, the chef, the nursemaid, the soldier, all while Leo sits down and laps it all up. But when Leo gets up and wants to return the favour to Pisces, they don't know where to start because it's like, what do you actually like and want? I'm always saying what I want, but what do you want, Pisces? And that's where a Leo's perceptive side can kick in, as they take a deeper look at Pisces to try to see past this gentle person, willing to do everything for them. Who are they? So these are the issues. Pisces is quiet, mute about deep personal things because they can feel like others won't understand their emotional depth. So they'll put the focus on others, and that Leo can really love attention on the dark side. Pisces almost never has to worry about being in the spotlight around a Leo, but it makes the relationship one-sided. Leo can be takers, big time takers, but they're also givers when in love, and quite spiritual too, at full maturity, because they are ruled by the sun after all. That consciousness in itself. It's just if the Leo can rise above their ego, which is not easy whatsoever. That's another reason Pisces will be clocking how humble the Leo is, because humility breeds the spiritual nature in Leo, where they can really relate to each other. Until that, Leos can be big takers. They can also be the type to give to receive, which Pisces won't respect. But in true love, Leos give to give out love. That's it. With Pisces somewhat rejecting any giving, this will enable Leo's taker side by just keep giving and giving, not allowing the Leo to give back. Like keep putting water on any potential fire. This can eventually frustrate Leo because they can feel controlled. Like, why won't you let me love you? Sort of thing. Because again, they're passionate people and Pisces can end up drained from giving too much. And even from receiving too much. Leos can be so demanding that they demand things they don't even want. It's just like, I want this, I want that. But Pisces can take all that seriously and go and hunt it down for Leo. Another thing is, if Leo is too attention seeking and is like too friendly with everybody, Pisces won't like this because Pisces likes privacy while Leo likes public. So this can bring out the possessive nature in Pisces, or they can ghost. From that alone, Leo being too public. Leos can be private people, especially once matured and in love, but when immature, they can really be out there, to where Pisces can feel nothing is personal with Leo, not even their love, so this can be another issue. Pisces can feel like no matter what they do, it's not enough because Leo will keep seeking attention and adoration from everybody. Ironically, Pisces can be the same way too if they're outside shapeshifting and has got a talent. Pisces will put themselves in the public light, hidden in plain sight, where Leo can feel like they aren't that one and only special person. Not even because Pisces isn't treating them right, but for the fact Pisces has many adorers, many people following them as if they are a Leo. So this can rub a Leo the wrong way on the dark side. Not even in a jealousy way, but like, they are mine way. This is my personal entertainer and giver and lover. Others need to fuck off. This can really amp up Leo's natural possessive territorial ways, without the Leo realizing this is how others can feel being in a relationship with them. A dark-sided Leo sure as hell isn't sharing the spotlight with anyone, but when it's their partner, they don't even want them anywhere near the stage. And this is where a Leo can block a Pisces shine on the darker side. It's like a king or queen spotting a servant who can sing, which draws the kingdom's attention. So the king or queen tells the servant to stop that and just be a servant, or they'll throw them out of the castle and make them a commoner. Dark-sided Leos can easily be this type. Leos can be selfish and possessive, and Pisces can be nihilistic and deceitful. But the biggest clashes will be when Leo underestimates Pisces, or Pisces tries to demean Leo. The minute Leo views Pisces as weak is the exact minute they mess up. Cause Leo will test you. They will push you. The cat will start playing with the goldfish a lot more. The lion will start sipping from the water a lot more than usual. And that's when Pisces will literally rise to someone that makes the lion look like a house cat. That's when the apex predator realizes they need to mind themselves in the water because there's unknown creatures in there that feast on wild cats and humans. When Pisces tries to demean Leo, that's when Leo will roar back and threaten the Pisces with the absence of the sun, which can break a Pisces if they're the clingy type. With both matured, you get two happy givers and happy receivers. You get honesty, trust, you get the heart and soul combined. The potential for this is what attracts either sign to each other in the first place. Pisces likes to watch and Leos likes to be watched. Pisces will be attracted to Leo's light, and Leos will be attracted to Pisces' gentle nature. Leos are naturally tough, so they'll view Pisces not as a weak but like a gentle place, like a peaceful place away from the spotlight. But more times, expect a dark-sided Leo to draw out Pisces' dark side, or expect a dark-sided Pisces to dim a Leo's light. Water putting out fire is not enough to describe what can happen here, but sometimes water can make that fire spread, which can end up burning both these two signs up in the process. Family. Leo and Pisces family members shouldn't really pose much threat to each other. It'll be a so-and-so relationship. At worst, Pisces may find Leo too loud or boastful, and Leo can find Pisces too quiet. Pisces won't do the adapting thing with Leo when they're family members, unless they're close in age. Pisces will rather just not play along. Maybe just find enjoyment in Leo being entertaining. If the Pisces is the creative type, the Leo family member can be intrigued by Pisces. Cause it's like, oh, you're as creative as me, but you're more quiet. Why do you stay quiet like that when you can do this? Don't you want attention? So a Leo family member can either copy or be inspired by or push a Pisces family member. Encourage them. Pisces will always look out for how humble a Leo is. The more humility a Leo has, the more of a relationship could be formed with these two. It's not as easy as it is when it's romantically. Without the element of romance, that click won't be there. It's not so lucky without fucky. If Pisces is on the dark side, they can potentially use Leo though. They can use Leo to get some spotlight for themselves. This pairing can be like a photographer and a model. So Pisces can force Leo to do certain things that they both will benefit from. On the light side, Pisces will just be supportive. They won't push Leo to do nothing. They'll just hope they're humble enough to avoid getting humbled. And Leo on the dark side will copy their Pisces family members' creativity. Pisces can be the type to make music. The Leo could hear it, then at the next family event, Leo's showing everyone their song as if they're the first musician in the family. You know, like not pay homage or acknowledge that they got the inspiration from the Pisces. Cause the Leo can also know that the Pisces won't even fight to say they were first, etc. If someone points it out like, oh, Pisces does music too, Leo can be like, oh, do you? How comes you didn't say? Why aren't you showing people your songs? Leos can be really territorial, especially if it's a territory they've just taken over. They won't acknowledge who was there before them, which can create a hidden enemy for them in Pisces, where Pisces thinks to themselves, oh cool, you want to play like that? Now I'm going to show everyone my new song at the next family reunion, and it's going to make your one sound like Ice JJ Fish. Using the other can happen from either side on the darker side, especially if one is showcasing a talent and the other is like an older sibling or parent. Friends. Leo and Pisces can be very good friends. That same spark that happens romantically can happen to a lesser extent in friendship, because that giver and taker dynamic can be there. That both signs do have big egos in different ways. Friendship is where it can be shown the most, because there's more openness. So if they're both talented and in the same field, these two will almost certainly clash. Leo can feel threatened that Pisces is better than them and can take all the spotlight, while Pisces can feel Leos are too competitive and maybe getting more credit than themselves. So the Leo can come face to face with a shark in this friendship. It works better if they come from different walks of life. They just relate out of love and interest in another's life. If they both have the same trauma, same experiences, etc., it can get pretty toxic towards each other, and they can be a duo that can be very cruel towards others. A dark-sided Leo and a dark-sided Pisces on the same page is just jail time waiting to happen. There's too much pride going on out in the open and behind the scenes. The Leo will be leading the way. The Pisces will be happy to take the back seat. Leo will do all the talking for the two, but where you think it's just Leo that is boastful and has this crazy ego, that quiet Pisces beside them can be even worse because they're not open about it to everyone else. Leo's there bigging up their chest to everyone, while Pisces is mean mugging everyone. Both equally dangerous. And it easily works on the dark side because it's hearts and souls. Whatever they are on will be full-hearted with the soul fully invested. So it's not a good combo on the dark side. If not one of them, then both of them will have mug shots taken. The two signs can be genuinely good friends on the light side. It's just if they're both in the same field, and if the Pisces is as expressive as the Leo, not verbally but talent-wise, then problems can stem from either side. Cause Leo can start thinking they're gonna tip that jar over that the goldfish is in when nobody's looking, ruining their whole existence. While Leo can end up looking like that ego that Pisces has, that they need to destroy to transcend. So instead directs it at Leo, destroying their ego whilst keeping their own ego that they're supposed to destroy intact. The real dark side of love between Pisces and Virgo. Come and take a swim with me. Romantically. Pisces and Virgo can be a special link-up. They're opposite signs on the zodiac wheel. Sister signs. When it's sun signs, the soul's interacting with others. The opposite sign is like the soul you learn the most lessons from, good and bad lessons. So Pisces and Virgo will be teaching each other things. Virgo will be teaching Pisces about life and being a human, while Pisces will be teaching Virgo about the spiritual world and being empathetic. So this is like two different worlds combining. On the plus side, both signs are mutable, so they're adaptable and can adapt to another's ways, but on the dark side, it's complete rejection of each other. The dark side of Pisces cannot be controlled. This is a free spirit. Bad spirit, but a free spirit doing as they please. They won't care about working, being of service to people, building things. Nah, a dark-sided Pisces is straight destruction, obliteration. A Virgo dealing with this Pisces will be like trying to solve a puzzle that keeps changing each time they lay a piece down. The light side of Virgo can be so obsessed with completing this puzzle in Pisces as they can see something magical is there, but if the puzzle is forever changing, it will never be completed. I.e., the Virgo will never understand, adapt, or can do anything to a dark-sided Pisces. You can't work on or perfect something that is not even of this earth. Virgos are practical and logical, very hands-on. So imagine trying to be hands-on with a ghost. That's the trauma Virgo can go through dealing with a Pisces. When we flip it around, a dark-sided Virgo, or even just a negative Virgo in general, can be absolute hell to a loving Pisces. Cause no matter what the Pisces does, they will forever get criticized. Virgo is the most judgmental sign overall. Capricorn can give them a run for their money, but Virgo, it's in their nature to analyze and judge people. It's kind of needed if they're to be of service to others on the light side. They need to know who they're serving, so they can do it properly. It doesn't even have to get physical. Virgo can critique that Pisces every day until there is nothing left in that Pisces soul. Pisces to Virgo is like someone saying, come here and look through this telescope. Look at the stars. There's so much more to the universe while we're stuck distracted down here. Virgo to Pisces is like a teacher walking in the classroom when the students was free and having fun. The teacher comes in and just stares at everyone as everyone goes silent. Like, don't play around. This is a place for learning. So even if each sign cannot adapt to the other, the lesson they learn will still stick with the other for their lifetime. But it won't be good memories or lessons. It'll be harsh lessons. Virgo can get very irritated by Pisces and vice versa. Virgo can be like someone coming home after a long day's work, and when they get home, the Pisces is meditating. The Pisces is like, Then they stop. Oh, how was your day at work, baby? The Virgo responds, it was stressful and it's like everyone was pissing me off today. Then the Pisces is like, oh, it's because your moon's in the 10th house, so your emotions will be on display to the public. Maybe that's why, because people could see you're wound up and started playing on it. Imagine hearing some shit like that after a long, stressful day at work in the real world. The Virgo wouldn't even respond. Just look at the Pisces and walk out of the room to go take a shower as the Pisces gets back to meditating. Say it's the other way round. Pisces has just come back from an audition for this new film coming out. The Pisces is upset because they don't think they've done well. They walk inside and the Virgo's like, how did it go? Why are you upset? The Pisces responds, I don't think I done well. It's like my soul wasn't in it today. Then the Virgo's like, why put yourself through all of that for an unstable job? Even if you get it, it doesn't mean you won't have to work at Wendy's for a couple months before finding another role. This isn't even a blockbuster film where you'll be a celebrity afterwards. Why not just get a stable job? Sometimes dreams are just dreams. The Virgo, on the less empathetic side, can really say something like that to a Pisces, thinking they are helping. What can a Pisces positively say to that when this is their partner? No care for their feelings or dreams, not even a hug after being visibly upset. This can easily be the type of dynamic with this pairing. They can clash. Lessons or no lessons, they still clash. A Virgo couldn't even be with a dark-sided Pisces. They wouldn't stick around because Pisces can get so abusive. Like, a Pisces would savage a Virgo behind the scenes. Because it will typically be one that is nitpicky and the other that bites their tongue. A shark that is biting their tongue. So when that shark decides it wants to bite the Virgo instead, that's what Virgos will be met with and they will run. Sexually, this can be like the prude and the experimental. Virgo can act dainty and innocent all while secretly being freaks. And Pisces will work on pulling this out of them cause Pisces isn't shy when it's time for waterworks. But frustration can easily follow cause this dynamic can be like, say the Virgo woman had a reputation when they were a little younger. They meet a Pisces man who is sweet, but the Pisces man can tell she's a freak. So Pisces is trying to get it in, but Virgo's constantly on this, no, I rushed all my previous relationships, I want to take it slow with you. Which can turn that Pisces into a respectable simp, as they say, who ends up marrying the Virgo. Or flip it around. Say it's a Pisces woman in a new relationship with a Virgo man, and the Pisces woman's all over him. She wants him now, she don't care if it's the first or second date. And the Virgo man's like, no wait, let's take our time and get to know each other first. I haven't even bought any rubbers, I didn't know you were like that. Oh look, you're creasing my shirt, please get off me, people are looking at us. Killing the whole mood, and has made the Pisces woman feel like a hoe, when that could be the first time she's ever been like that with someone. Either way, the pairing won't ever be harmonic. It can be beneficial to either one's journey, but it won't be harmonic. They're both the signs of service, but one will always be the server in this relationship. It won't be like an equal balance. It depends on who's pursuing who at the start. It will stay like that throughout. One will be serving the other more. This isn't a pair that will have heated arguments. They both have tempers, but they're not the type to get loud or bring out the loudness in each other. The loudness may come at the start of the argument, but then they'll be like that couple quietly bickering, especially from the Virgo's end. They'll want to quietly discipline the Pisces to save face if it's in public, but then Pisces can just make a loud exit after walking away. Whatever, don't talk to me. It can be like a parent-child dynamic with these two when it's romantically. Virgo can be like the mum or dad to Pisces, similar to how Cancer and Pisces friendship can be like. Virgo and Cancer is like mother energy. Pisces is like grand elder energy. But as with every old person, they can reconnect with their child side. So Pisces can take up that role around Virgo because Virgo will typically be more responsible. So when they argue, Virgo will want to chat to Pisces as if they're a kid, forgetting this is a soul much older than them. And when Pisces shows a Virgo a glimpse of their dark side on a mind who you're talking to vibe, from the second Virgo feels any sort of fear, they'll want to dismiss the Pisces like a parent kicking their kid out of the house because they're worried the kid might get violent from rejecting the wisdom and discipline they're trying to instill in them as a parent. Pisces can also at times forget Virgo is controlled chaos. Pisces don't underestimate anybody, but when Virgos takes that quiet, calm approach, it can be easy to forget they are low-key crazy. It's mutable energy after all, so it will be a wild ride, but a ride you'll never want to get on again. Family. Pisces and Virgo family members can work the same way as relationships. They'll be like this judgmental energy floating around. Virgos love to watch people, and Pisces does not even like to be seen at times. The problem is, the Virgo won't be seeing the Pisces' true colours. They'll be seeing the Pisces' projection. So although Virgo can be accurate with their analysis of the Pisces' projection, it's still not accurate to who the Pisces is. So this can cause tension. Pisces can also be those family members that the Virgo vouches to never want to end up being like. Like a Virgo can look at their drunkard Pisces auntie or uncle and literally use them as a reference to why they must succeed in life. Again, learning from each other, but in a negative way. Remember, Virgo can lack empathy, but be judgmental as hell. So it's only when they get older, they may discover why their Pisces relative is like that. And that alone can make a Virgo feel bad, whilst equally developing empathy. The Pisces family member can look at the Virgo one as too quiet or like a vibe killer. Pisces is naturally an upbeat, fun sign. Pisces likes to have fun when they're not up to some shit or feeling some shit. So when Virgo's sitting down watching everyone dance with their facial expression or the expression in their eyes, clearly showing they are judging everyone, it can piss the Pisces the fuck off. And this is where you may get some big family arguments, when the Pisces family member confronts the Virgo family member. And it will always catch the Virgo off guard because again, they read the Pisces wrong. Pisces can turn into Virgo and start judging them big time. Virgo can also be big mouths, especially around family where they're comfortable. Ever heard a loud and critical Virgo giving Sagittarius a run for their money? Yeah, it will grind a Pisces gears because Virgo can be offending people left, right and centre and not even clocking they've built enemies within their own family. If the Virgo's more chill, laid back type, they'll work well with Pisces. That's when it can be like two peas in a pod. They may even be close family members like close cousins, it depends. Also, Virgos can be the type to leave out their family and be of service to only their partner. Again, Pisces will have issues with this, because Pisces is of service to everyone. They'll cater to their family, friends and their partner. Virgos are more singular service to people at a time. So when Virgo drops out their family to be a maid to their partner, Pisces will call them out for it or just not speak to the Virgo at all. Empathy is where these two will clash family-wise. Virgo can be the type to make it out the hood and leave the rest behind. Virgo can go school, get top marks, go uni, get a master's, get a high-paying city job and disappear. The family rarely hears from them, so when they do finally turn up, Pisces will be one of the first to bring it up. Virgo energy can bring this energy out in Pisces. But then the Virgo can easily turn around and cuss the Pisces out. Like, what have you been doing all this time? I've been working. What do you do? Offering fucking chart readings where you get all your answers from ChatGPT and Google. Fuck out my face. And you just know, Pisces hearing some shit like that, feelings will get hurt, fists will start flying. So yeah, depending on the dynamics, expect one big family argument involving a Pisces and a Virgo. It's different from when it's a relationship. When it's family, it will be a lot more vocal and can get physical. It's human versus soul arguing over a dinner table full of soul food. Friends. Pisces and Virgo works best as friends, funny enough. They can genuinely be best friends. It's those ones where their differences is what causes them to be close. Romantic love is not for everyone. It brings lots of confusion into the mix. Too many emotions and feelings many of us don't understand. And that's coming from a Pisces. So when it's friendly love, it's different and easier to handle in a healthier way. And that's how this pairing works. The Virgo friend can bring a very calming presence to the Pisces life. And the Pisces friend can bring a very mystical, otherworldly vibe to the Virgo's life. Both signs will appreciate this from each other. Where issues can arrive is through their partners. Pisces can get a partner the Virgo doesn't check for, which will obviously end up causing problems between Pisces and Virgo. Depending on how careful the Virgo is, they can casually get really disrespectful. They can say to the Pisces, "Man, I know that's your girlfriend and you love her and all that, but don't you smell that smell when she sits down? There's no way you're hitting that from the back and enjoying that smell." Anyone that knows, offending the love of a Pisces life is the quickest way to get shocked. Virgo can find out this way. And Pisces can get jealous of a Virgo's partner, because like the family section, Virgo is one sign who can literally fuck off when they get a partner. Even worse than Libra. You know it's a normal thing when your friend gets into a relationship and has that period of spending more time with them, getting to know them and whatever. But if it's a long-lasting relationship and healthy, that friend will end up coming back around. But Virgo can literally be that friend who gets a partner and you don't hear nothing from them whatsoever. It's like they devote their whole life to that one person. Pisces can devote their soul to someone and still be present in others' lives. But Virgo can devote their whole time and life to one person. So again, Pisces can get confrontational with Virgo. You see how Pisces is described as non-confrontational? If you want to see a confrontational Pisces, keep them around a Virgo and you'll see. Virgo can bring it out of a Pisces. So yeah, partner issues can ruin this friendship. Not the two signs being friends. With no partners or love in the mix, they can remain best friends forever. Another problem is, this is one of those where it can be like male and female best friends too, or good friends. So romance can happen this way. They can be chilling around each other and just end up kissing, then the cats start running out of the room because they aren't used to seeing one of their own getting beaten up. If you know, you know. Then that awkward what the fuck did we do thing happens, and that friendship will never be the same again. That prude stuff won't even be there, because they'll already be comfortable as friends. Then they'll enter that romantic phase after, and that's when all those differences that made them friends will be the reason the relationship annoys the fuck out of the other. Or they'll stop being friends at that moment and never hear from the other ever again. The real dark side of love between Libra and Pisces. Come and take a swim with me. Romantically. This partnership can work really well on the lighter side. Both signs can value peace and harmony, and Venus shines bright when these two are romantically involved. It can truly be a beautiful thing. This is a sexy couple. Stylish. However, there are many dark sides to Venus and each sign, so quite a few issues can occur, but the main problem will be is both signs are about mirrors. On a lower vibration, Libra can be a sign that looks at everyone else as their mirror. Libras can have no sense of self, being the opposite sign to the sign of the self in Aries. So this can breed a very superficial, shallow person looking at others for a sense of self in Libra. They can value themselves on who they are related to. Family, friends, partner. The more social status or power an ally of the Libra has, the more secure a Libra can feel within themselves. Now, Pisces is the mirror of the zodiac. On the light and dark side, Pisces will reflect people back onto them, their good traits and shadow traits, automatically. So when you've got a sign looking at a mirror for a sense of self, then one that automatically reflects that person back onto themselves, Libra can end up lost in a house of mirrors, and depending on the Pisces they are dealing with, they can really be exploited or disappointed, as Pisces is more about more than the physical and the material. On the other end, there's Libras who can be in a state where they're solid and ruthless. After going through all that looking at other stuff to finding a strong sense of self. So they become tough and righteous and even bittered. If they come across a Pisces that's the woe is me type and not got a backbone, Libra can be cruel as hell to this Pisces, cause it will remind them of a previous version of themselves which they will hate. So Pisces can meet a bully so bad in Libra to where Pisces can't even reflect this Libra back onto themselves, cause Libra would have smashed the mirror. To where Pisces is stuck in love with this person who abuses the hell out of them or takes advantage of them. Yeah, that's not the Libra you're used to hearing about in astrology. Libra is often seen as like a pink feminine sign when it's not. It's a masculine sign, an assertive, dominant and self-righteous sign once developed. It's like Vega in Street Fighter. So if the Pisces isn't operating out of their strong feminine, reflective or matching energy, they will be dominated. Another issue is the styles of love. Even on the light side, Libras can have a very superficial way of loving people. Conditional love. Buy me a Chanel bag or the new Jordans type of love. Transactional love. I'm giving you affection because you took me to a fancy restaurant type love. You spend money on me, so I love you type love. Or I'm buying you so much luxurious things, so you love me type love. Pisces can be like that too, but Pisces is able to love to the core of a person alongside this. Pisces is about unconditional, I'll love you to the end no matter what you have type of love. On the light side. Till the end of the road, boys to men type love. We don't have no money to go anywhere, but I couldn't be happier just being in your company type love. So as loving as Libra can be, Pisces can feel like it's not enough. It's too surface level. It's too dependent on other factors. And Libra can be frightened of how deep a Pisces can love. From an, how can you love me so much when I don't even know me angle. Or a, how can you still show me so much love when I haven't done anything nice for you lately? Like Libra will mix other things into love than just focus on love itself. It's part of why many signs miss out on the true meaning of love, because love has nothing to do with the materials. Pisces could love you to your core and that is set in stone forever. Libra could need a ring and a written confirmation that we are married. Until death do us part. Let's make this official with documents. Marriage and contracts, agreements, and things like that is to do with the 7th house that Libra rules. It adds control into it, a material proof into it. The 12th house where Pisces rules is no control. It's strong spiritual ongoings beyond the physical plane. What's understood and felt doesn't need to be shown and explained to the world type things. So you can see where Libra and Pisces can clash from this alone. Libra is, I want a big wedding and declaration of love for everyone else to see. Pisces is, the wedding won't change anything about how I feel about you. In the grand scheme, the wedding is just for show, for others to see. I'm just about me and you connecting spiritually. This is to understand the difference, by the way. Pisces will be down with the concept of marriage, especially for their partner, but equally understands it actually doesn't mean anything to the soul. It's purely legal binds to the persons involved. Even simple communication can be a problem in a relationship because Pisces can clock that Libra is only saying what the other person wants to hear, not saying their own opinion. Pisces will clock it because that's what they do too, sometimes. Pisces uses the same technique. So when Pisces wants a deep heart-to-heart conversation, a Libra may literally not know what to say because they can't swim in the ocean like that. They can't dig deep and go beyond the rose tints and profess their true feelings how Pisces can. It'll be like pulling a Libra out of a social event to have a deep one-to-one and the Libra's like, I love you so much, you're so beautiful, now let's go back in and party, baby. No, Pisces wants more than that. Prove it. Show me. Fuck the party. I want to lock souls with you right now. Scales to scales. I don't want fancy words or a Birkin bag. I want your soul. Then Libra can work their charm, magic, and cool Pisces off of this desire. And before going back into the party, Pisces can be like, and stop kissing everyone's ass. You're lowering yourself. You do it too, always laughing with people. I'm just being nice. These people won't see me again after this. Well, I want these lot to come to my dinner I'm hosting. They've got money in here and I'm trying to make bank. Oh, you're being crafty. Yes. Why do I love it? Because you love me. True. But beyond all that, Libra's charm can annoy Pisces on the negative side because it's like surface deep. Pisces has the same surface level charm, but with the ability to go deep afterwards. So it's where differences are noticed romantically. This can really throw off a Libra because in general, Pisces will appear as light as Libra, but love as intensely as Scorpio. Even deeper, it just doesn't hit you like Scorpio's love. It's more you just end up realizing you're in the middle of the ocean. The love swept you off your feet to the point of drowning you if you can't swim. And emotionally, Libras struggle to swim without using others as floats. The deep scares Libra. Ever got real flirty with a Libra and they disappear? A Pisces will really know how to test a Libra's love in ways Libra won't even realize, and it might not exactly put the Pisces off, but it can disappoint them internally. Lack of depth disappoints Pisces, especially romantically. This is going beyond the passion and the raunchy romance because believe, Pisces and Libra can match each other's freaks. It's mirrors all day. They may even do it all the time in the mirror. But that shit gets old without true deep feelings developed and understood. Lack of social skills can also disappoint a Libra. The Pisces who can't communicate how they feel will literally piss a Libra off. All that Pisces being mute and mysterious will irritate Libra because it takes away their ability to relate. Libra can't relate with silence. Libra will sit down in a Pisces face and be all ears, wanting them to profess their undying love to them, and some Pisces are too shy for that. They're too shy to start publicly riding those emotions. As gentle as Libra can appear, they don't like the weak. They don't like scared people. They like strong and confident people who they can admire. So that shy side of Pisces can turn a Libra off eventually. If you can't show your love, that's one thing. But if you can't at least tell a Libra to their face that you love them, it can do damage to their ego once developed, and they'll lose respect for the Pisces. But if a Libra clocks onto a Pisces being disappointed in them not being able to ride the waves of their own feelings, when they do feel deeply for the Pisces, they just can't access it. This is where Libra again can have self-worth issues, not feeling good enough, not even just for the Pisces partner, but for others in general. Remember, they'll be looking at a reflection of themselves in Pisces. It's similar to Pisces with a Pisces. So they can end up seeing a version of themselves that is not worthy of true love, further enabling their light, shallow side to take center stage. And on the flip side, Pisces can end up feeling like Libra is not even lovable. They're just an object, like their symbol. After submitting to Libra, them realizing Libra don't respect the weak and submissive even when they act like they do, so many sad stories on either end can happen. Nonetheless, this relationship can easily happen because both signs are about relating to others and they both can put a friendly, loving personality forward. Both signs are pretty charismatic. Top of the list charismatic, to be fair. Libras are naturally more charismatic because they're an air sign, so they're forever using it in communication. Pisces goes through stages of not even wanting to talk, so it's only active when Pisces is in the mood or got a motive. But both signs can charm each other, so it's only when they're really connected and are established as a couple when the dark side of either can start to show. The dark side of Venus is full of betrayal, jealousy, bitterness, and murder. Pisces can witness all of this with Libra, especially jealousy. Libra can go crazy if someone even looks at their partner. These things are turn-offs to Pisces. Mark your territory, but Libra can be ruthless to where it can look unnecessary to Pisces. Like, why are you so mad at them trying it with me when you've got me? But at the same time, Pisces can really play on a Libra's insecurities by purposely flirting or not shutting down others to where they show Libra they got options. Libra can do the same thing if they're more on the solid side. They can make a Pisces clingy and insecure as hell, flirting with every Tom, Dick and Harry, or Rebecca, Margaret and Sally. Both signs will not be shy of admirers, which can be used as weapons against the other for different reasons. But Libra will more than likely have more admirers than Pisces simply cause Libra is more social and out there. Pisces is more hidden and elusive, naturally. Libras are so charming that they can get admirers from just talking, not even flirting. This can trigger an insecure Pisces eventually, if not initially. These two can even end up together just from one being more on the forceful side and the other not wanting to say no, to not be cruel. Being together 2 years without no one officially asking the other out type stuff. I'm telling you, both Libra and Pisces would have at least had one relationship like that if it isn't with each other. Pisces on the dark side can have all these dark-sided Venusian traits that Libra displays, but Pisces can conceal themselves way more than Libra can. But with someone constantly watching everything you do so they can attune to you as Libra does, they can peep a lot of dark things about Pisces, or at least clock there's some hidden stuff going on with the Pisces they adore but still delude themselves, and vice versa. Pisces can clock many evil traits in Libra and delude themselves into just seeing this lovely, charming person. Venus brings much delusional traits, but it's more self-delusion than others being able to delude the Venusian signs. Open enemies and hidden enemies is what you're dealing with in these two signs. It'll be more Libra and Pisces deluding themselves in this pairing than deluding the other. Libra will show negative traits when romantically involved, things like jealousy, etc. They'll tell Pisces stop talking to this and that person, while Pisces will hide their feelings unless triggered to the point of not caring, when the whole time they can be feeling as equally jealous as the Libra. Put all this together and you can see why this love can actually be deep, but it will be infused with so much toxicity and negative too, not just blissful love. Because really, that's what Venus holds. If I was to put forward a couple that could involve, whether that's towards each other or any externals getting involved, it will be Pisces and Libra that I'll put forward. The two signs generally seen as some soft, loving, harmless signs. Meet the dark sides of these two signs individually and tell me if you don't smell the burning of Venus. Tell me if you don't see the devil having fun in this shit. Love contains everything, and these two can love hard in different ways. The good side of love and the bad side of love is Pisces and Libra, where they love to fuck each other whilst hating each other. From I fucking hate you to I fucking love you in the same day. These two signs can cuss the other out bad, but Libras will be way more likely to run their mouth. Libra can be leaving hateful messages on the Pisces phone, voicemails, calling, arguing, and Pisces hangs up, turns off their phone, then turns up at the Libra's house, and they get intimate as hell like they haven't been arguing all day. You can find that type of love in the real nature of these two signs. They're technically not compatible, but they can ride it out a long time because they have similar ways. And yes, lots of cheating can happen in this pairing too, believe it or not. Cheating and forgiving from both sides if they're both operating out of their lower vibration, which comes with low self-esteem and self-worth. And if it's the Libra who has no sense of self and Pisces is matching this energy, whilst Libra is looking at that Pisces as a mirror, you see the fucked up karmic loop that can happen here. Pisces is the sign of karma, and the planet of karma is exalted in Libra. But many lessons may not even be learnt here. They can literally keep going through the same lessons over and over. This is why I call this pairing the House of Mirrors. At even darker levels, these two signs will make perfect partners in crime. Romantic partners in crime. If they're both operating at shallow levels and has a strong desire for materials, which they both can have, all sorts of crime can take place. From bank scams to cold-blooded 187s for money. This pairing can produce many different variations when love is involved. It's a serious pairing. They're both literally the difference between night and day. This can be those couples where they're both in prison at the same time for the same shit. Or Libra's at the altar waiting and Pisces doesn't even show up at the wedding. Family. Libra and Pisces family members shouldn't really run into issues, but as with the romantic relationship, Libra's shallowness can be an issue and Pisces' deepness can be one too. It can make these members not really close like that, but still be friendly and calm with one another. The Pisces family member can benefit off the Libra one by watching how they operate with people. Libra should typically have the most social success, most friends, etc. And although again the relationships can be very shallow and fake, it can help when looking for a job or opportunities and things like that. Even if it's fake, it's good to know people for these things. Stay in the loop. Libras can stay in the fake circles just from FOMO alone. Pisces, unless materially driven, really couldn't give a shit about these things. But just by watching Libra or being around Libra, Pisces can benefit socially. If they need a boost in getting to know people, as Pisces can start out pretty shy and reserved, depending on their surroundings, upbringing and experiences. So Libra can show Pisces the way to people, similar to Aquarius. Libra can benefit off Pisces if Pisces is the creative type. Pisces can inspire Libra to explore artistic ventures if they haven't already. Libra's a sign that can be creative in their own way. This is Venus we're talking here. So by Libra watching Pisces, Libra can copy, but then it can spiral off into Libra doing their own thing creatively. Both these signs can lead the other into money, basically. One through people and one through art or being creative. From siblings to the parent-kid dynamic, it'll be cool at surface level. The Pisces just might be a bit more withdrawn with the talkative Libra, because at times it can be talking literally just for talking. No substance in it. And Pisces silence can disturb Libra. It might cramp their airy vibe. But then it may be the Pisces who matches energy and can talk with a Libra all day. All fucking day long, then disappear the next day to recharge. If either sign is in a weakened or immature state and the other isn't, there'll be an overprotective element here. It can be from sort of seeing versions of their previous self in the other, like someone who got taken advantage of. But just that family tie can make them really look out for the other. Friends. As friends, these signs can work well. But on the darker side, as mentioned with where relationships can go into that money-hungry crime way, it's the same with if they're friends. Libra will typically have many connects, including to the underworld. Remember, Aphrodite is the aunt to Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon. That's just another example of the links Aphrodite-Venus has. Venus rules Taurus and Libra, but with Libra being the air sign, so more relating and communicating, Libra can just know all kinds of people. And Pisces is a sign that can comfortably swim in all areas of life, so dirty money and dirty dealings can be what this pairing is on. Libra on the dark side can be big time shot callers, male and female. If a Libra is operating on the darker side of life, this will be one ruthless person. All this Venusian lovey stuff is what people get confused in knowing what this sign Libra is capable of. It's the same with Pisces. I mean, the dark side of Pisces is pretty evident. It doesn't even take much research. Pisces are the most notorious for their dark side. But Libra and Taurus are heavily underrated in these departments. But Libra can be the type to get the drop, then be putting out hits that their Pisces friend can be taken up, especially if any wrong has been done. If this is a pairing that bonds over injustice, like they meet in prison, after they both got done dirty by someone, then forget about it. This won't be a pair you'll want to have problems with. On a more lighter dark side, jealousy can sing loud in this friendship. Both signs can be jealous of the other. This can happen as family members too, but more likely as friends. Pisces can be jealous if Libra gets too much attention from the opposite sex, and they don't. And Libra can be jealous of Pisces' luck. Libra's a sign that can feel hard done by default, so has to work to get to a better position. That's that Saturn exaltation in Libra. So when looking at Pisces and seeing they're kind of floating through life, being backed by spiritual optimistic Jupiter, Libra can envy this. Remember, Libras aren't deep like that. So Pisces might not even be sharing their deep problems with Libra for Libra to even know they've got it as hard as them. Pisces just has a certain level of luck on their side through Jupiter and a smokescreen in Neptune, and with the Venusian traits amplified in Pisces. So subconsciously, Libra cannot like this, especially on their way to finding themselves. Even on the lighter side, this can be an issue between the two. Pisces can also be too wild for Libra. Libra likes to be orderly, keep up appearance. They sure do have their wild side, but they like to keep up appearance. Pisces can really be wild and out there if they're the unhinged kind. Pisces can even be more unhinged if their Libra friend is too solid, cause Pisces is water, so it'll be like, loosen up Libra, stop acting hard when you're air. So Libra can view Pisces as a liability, especially business-wise. Someone who can mess up their image, so might not want to associate with Pisces because it might blow their cover. When both are matured, not even a rat can squeeze through that gap. Tight-lipped and dangerous pairing. Other than all that, they can be pretty good friends, and at surface level, they're really friendly, accommodating people. The deeper they get, the more problems could arise in every type of relationship between the two. How has your experience been with these two signs? The real dark side of love between Pisces and Scorpio. Come and take a swim with me. Romantically. Pisces and Scorpio is a very strong duo. It's the two most deepest signs in the zodiac. The two most spiritually connected at their highest vibration. The key here is just that. At their highest vibration. which each may not even reach. So until then, they are not romantically compatible, and I'll explain why. So Scorpio will be a sign that starts off on land, and through bad experiences which will typically be very early on in their life, they will end up crawling to the beach, then into the sea, and all the way down to the bottom of the ocean, in the dark, not trusting people through whatever experience, having negative thoughts and just wanting to keep to themselves. Now Pisces travels everywhere. Land, sea, sky, space, everywhere. So let's say one day, a Pisces is exploring the ocean, looking for shiny things. Then they hear this crying. Someone quietly sobbing at the bottom of the ocean. So Pisces gets intrigued and follows the sound, going deeper and deeper into the ocean, straying further and further away from the light. But Pisces isn't scared of this because they are in a mode of seeking. So Pisces finally sees the back of this person dressed in all black, who appears to be feeling around as if they're lost, whilst this sobbing coming from them is echoing. So Pisces says, "Hey, what are you doing down here, and are you okay?" Then it goes extremely quiet, as the Scorpio quickly turns around in shock. Who said that? Cause they can't see. It's darkness all around. Pisces responds, "I was just passing by and heard you crying. I'm just seeing if you're okay, and what are you doing all the way down here, by yourself?" Scorpio in delight says, "Wait, you can see me! Who are you? Where are you? Show yourself!" Then Pisces projects this soft, ghostly type figure to Scorpio and the pair kick it off instantly. Scorpio is happy someone has found them and can see them, and Pisces is happy having someone who can go deep with them. They finally have so many stories to share that others on land just can't and won't relate. So when people say this connection's intense and things of that nature, that's what's happening. The intensity is coming from Scorpio because it's like, what the fuck? How can you see me? Only you can see me. And Pisces is bringing that love, like, I found someone that's like the side of me I keep hidden. So Pisces can get obsessive over Scorpio, but Scorpio will get obsessive and possessive over Pisces. This is where you meet the controlling nature of Scorpio towards Pisces. And Pisces can become the same way with possessiveness on top of their obsession if their feelings are played with, and they don't clock the games. That's when Pisces gets clingy, or they've just fallen head over heels. The main issue with this pairing, romantically, is one is free and loving, and the other is passionate and controlling. The image that will be painted of this pairing by astrologers will be like, Scorpio is this tough, mysterious beast who protects frail old crybaby Pisces. But this is the dark side we're talking here, which can also be the normal side, so unless both are matured, lots of crying will follow afterwards, after that initial connection. On the light side, Scorpio is naturally in touch with darkness, including dark emotions, feelings, and activities. And Pisces can shy away from those things to stay on their light side. They've been there, done that. Pisces is trying to rise above it all and transcend. But the dark side of Pisces, or the true nature of Pisces, is like the light side of Cancer and the dark side of Scorpio in one. So when Scorpio tries to control Pisces, they get greeted by someone that is even darker than them. This pairing can be dangerous for Pisces who's not in touch with their shark, cause they'll get whipped in many different ways. But when both signs are in their element, this combination is dangerous for Scorpio, cause Pisces will appear as the easiest sign to manipulate whilst actually being the most dangerous sign of all. It's the illusion presented. Pisces is the final water sign. It's an advancement of Scorpio, while Scorpio thinks it's as innocent as a light-sided Cancerian. Scorpio will try to treat Pisces like a baby, not realizing the baby is older than them. Scorpio's dark side will be wanting control, have full possession of their partner to where that same control can lead to death if the person resists. Scorpios can kill or seriously harm. But Pisces is the master of emotions. That same ocean both these signs find comfort in is ruled by Pisces. Scorpio doesn't realize this, even when they can see how freely Pisces can swim around in the whole ocean. Scorpios doesn't notice that Pisces can see them while they can't see Pisces. Scorpio doesn't realize Pisces is a shapeshifter. Therefore, Pisces knows how to control Scorpio, while Scorpio thinks they know how to control Pisces. So what Pisces can end up doing, when things go left, or if they're just a horrible fish in general, is open Scorpio up so wide, make Scorpio feel so safe and at ease, let Scorpio pour out all their pain and express all their fears. And each fear Scorpio reveals, Pisces can create a monster out of each one and store them to attack that Scorpio down the line, if they're being fought with. Scorpio's a sign that can sting itself with its own tail. But if there's one sign that can grab that Scorpion's tail and ram it through the Scorpion's back, it's Pisces. A Pisces will help a Scorpio sting itself. Scorpio goes through transformations and can want to transform others on the darker side. So they'll try transform Pisces, not realizing Pisces is a transformer. Pisces will get to read the soul of Scorpio while Scorpio reads the projection of Pisces. And the more Scorpio starts detecting and clocking, there's more to Pisces who may not express their dark side, is the more Scorpio can torment and dig, which sets them up for even more problems down the line. Cause Pisces are killers too. Big time killers. It's the shark. Even if Scorpios gets to the big reveal and unmasks a Pisces, they could have created a monster in Pisces that Pisces themselves didn't know existed. Wake up the Kraken. The typical scenario is, Pisces will be coming with love, while Scorpio will be coming with control. Initially, that will be both their default approaches to their relationships. I'll never say Pisces is innocent, cause on the dark side, they can be cheating on a good Scorpio, betraying their trust, and things like that. Manipulative as hell. But one naturally operates out of the dark than the other. So it can all start when Scorpio tries to control or dig into Pisces. Fuck around, then find out Pisces is uncontrollable. They're not even viewable. How can you control what you don't see? So Scorpio can either go off elsewhere after realizing there's more to the fish that they're hiding and get tired of digging, or try to amp up their control attempts. Try force their darkness on Pisces, not knowing Pisces sees in the dark. So I'll leave all that to your own imagination what else comes with all this. You listening may have real life experience of this, so you'll know. But if there's one sign that will have like horror stories about Pisces, it'll be Scorpio. Pisces will have like, I'm never going there again type stories. But Scorpio will experience hell with the dark side of the fish, which will mainly stem from their own misjudgment of the fish. Oh, best believe the sex, the passion, the deep conversations, the soul bonding will be there with these signs. There's no denying that. And it can last a very long time, even a lifetime. If the Pisces is happy with being controlled or attacked, then it increases the chances of this working too. Because that will equally mean the Pisces won't be in touch with their shark. So that Pisces won't even get to see the light again. Because Scorpio will hook their claws through a fin, damaging and trapping the fish. That's the other version of the fish swimming down hearing someone crying, because Scorpio can be a monster. Typically, Pisces will want to bring Scorpio back into the light, back onto land. Understand and absorb all their darkness and remind them of the light. So that's where the relationship will go when positive. Pisces can show Scorpio the light again whilst understanding the dark, and Scorpio can show Pisces the dark after being in the light. Basically, both signs can get very comfortable with darkness in all forms. So do the maths when it's romantically. Hearts will be broken. Family. Pisces and Scorpio as family members usually goes pretty well. Much better than the romantic relationships. From parents to kids to siblings to cousins, these signs will have each other's backs. The issue they may run into on the darker side is simply jealousy. Pisces isn't typically competitive, but the influence of Mars on Scorpio can bring about a competitiveness where Pisces gets forced into battles. And the light Jupiter shines on Pisces can bring about envy from Scorpio from how lucky Pisces can appear. Pisces can catch feelings if Scorpio is more assertive, because Scorpio won't just be assertive. They'll let you know they're the dominant one too. So it can cause issues because Pisces doesn't like control or people belittling others. What makes it worse is they will both be good at similar things, from reading people to being artistic, competing for their parents' attention, to cousins debating who's got the bigger gun. It can get very petty between the two. It's kind of down to the Scorpio how it goes, to be honest, because Pisces will just match whatever the Scorpio brings. They can be ride or die family members or family members who absolutely hates each other. There's no middle ground with Pisces and Scorpio. They either fully fuck with each other or there's nothing. These signs don't do the keeping up appearances thing, like light talk and stuff like that. If they don't fuck with each other, there won't be any contact. They might not even speak at family functions. Just a head nod or a quick smile. And it will never be like one way, where the Scorpio's running down the Pisces to talk, or the Pisces is running down the Scorpio to talk. They'll both be on the same page in any regard. I'd like to say the Scorpio family member may be a bad influence on the Pisces one, on the darker side, but that's not the case. Pisces can bring Scorpio into some dark things if they're operating that way too. They both can take the other under their wings, especially if there's an age gap. Scorpio being the older member may not go as smoothly as it does when Pisces is the older member. Because Scorpio will test Pisces from picking up things, while Pisces won't test Scorpio because they already know what they're capable of. What will always happen is they will connect and look out for or at each other. You want Pisces to feel responsible? Put a Scorpio around them, especially a younger one, and you'll see. It's Pisces who will be more protective of Scorpio than Scorpio to Pisces, because Pisces is more selfless in that regard. Every family needs that Pisces and Scorpio duo, because it just won't make sense to the ones looking on as those two just fully get each other, or get each other enough to understand where the other's coming from. If they fall out for any reason, just leave them be. It's probably for the best. Friends. Same with family. This can typically work very well. These signs will gravitate to each other. In a room full of strangers, these signs will end up sitting next to each other, then discover either one's a Pisces or Scorpio. But the romantic relationship dynamic can easily fall into the friendship. A Scorpio friend can act like the Pisces friend is their partner. Again, it can seem like protection, but it's because they get selfish with this only person who can see them in the dark. So worries they can get taken away, which can include simple things like Pisces getting an actual partner. Pisces can end up not liking their Scorpio friends' controlling ways or how they treat others in general when dark-sided. And Scorpio cannot like that Pisces seems too loose, too unpredictable and flexible. Remember, Scorpio is fixed. They like stability. Pisces is constantly changing whilst keeping consistency with those close. But this still can trigger a Scorpio when they see like them being a different way with other people. The Pisces friend will be the type to lecture the Scorpio friend, while instead of listening, the Scorpio friend can give back irrelevant advice. Pisces can be like, girl, please just use protection next time because there's some nasty men out there. Because say the Scorpio slept with someone last night, so it's relevant. The Scorpio in response can be like, you don't need to worry about me. Did you give that boy back his hoodie yet? What boy? My ex? You know he's dead, how can I give it back? So why you still got it? You think he won't visit you in spirit? You better go dig that hoodie in his grave or something. Like totally irrelevant to some simple advice the Pisces is trying to give on a current issue. Scorpio will bring up some past trauma slightly stinging you, acting like they're trying to warn you. Even if it's good advice, Scorpio can have a don't tell me what to do attitude. These things aren't deal breakers because they'll laugh it off, but on the flip side, these signs can easily become enemies, and I mean easily. Control will more likely work in relationships than friendships, so a Pisces friend rebelling can bring out the darker side in Scorpio, which is the snake. And that can also bring out the shark in Pisces. Even if they're on the same page, this duo can be bad, because they literally can fuel each other's dark side. Too many ideas and actions can go on between the two. Both signs are extreme, but if the Scorpio takes the back seat, taking the mental approach, Pisces can be in the driver's seat dishing out both their darkness. In this duo, If they're both not committing crimes together, then it will be the Pisces alone while the Scorpio's working the brains. It will never be the Pisces sitting down and having the Scorpio running around. It's different if the Pisces is like managing the Scorpio or coaching them in some way, but in the underworld, Scorpio will love Pisces on their side and Pisces will cherish Scorpio's darkness. There's too much dark shit going on, so when things go left for any reason, you get big time enemies, to the point of they're trying to kill each other. That thin line between love and hate can represent these two signs perfectly. From lovers or mates, homies, amigos, amigas, to enemies just like that. You can sum the friendship/enemy relationship these two signs can have with Bane and Batman. Bane with that quote of, "Oh, you think darkness is your ally, but you merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then, it was nothing to me but blinding." That's Scorpio's truth. Batman's is, "They think I'm hiding in the shadows, but I am the shadows." That's Pisces' truth. Again, it's either ride or die or it's nothing with Pisces and Scorpio. Both signs are about cycles, endings. Pisces can close a cycle and come across another Scorpio in a new one. Scorpio can go through a big transformation and pick up another Pisces in their new life. It's pretty unavoidable. The real dark side of love between Pisces and Sagittarius. Come and take a swim with me. Romantically. Pisces and Sagittarius is one of those odd pairings you can oftentimes run into, probably bickering. The Sag will typically be bubbly and the Pisces is chill. What causes the attraction between the two is they're like siblings. Both signs are ruled by the wise and lucky Jupiter, so they can subconsciously pick up similar traits in one another. It's like meeting someone at a party that you have a strange attraction to, then after exchanging a few details, you discover you're distant cousins. It's a family attraction that got confused for a romantic one. Analogies aside, it can be a long-lasting pairing because there's a masculine and feminine balance. And with both signs being mutable and the oldest of their elements, there's room for lots of understanding to happen on the mature side. Now, why these signs will clash is, again, they are like siblings. They can have petty arguments just like siblings, even when they are two fully matured adults. With both signs being mutable, they can both be like clowns. Both will know exactly what to do and say to get on the other's nerves, even if they don't mean to offend. Just being around each other can irritate the other on the wrong day. Pisces is more emotional than Sagittarius. Sagittarius is more upbeat. I don't want to say less serious, but more upbeat than Pisces. Sag don't deal with the emotional issues the same way Pisces does on a day-to-day basis. Even though both signs are feeler signs, with Pisces being water and Sag being fire, Sagittarius has not got the patience for feelings and negative feelings like that. So they can get very evasive and tricky when it comes to deep things. This will annoy Pisces because Pisces will like heart-to-hearts and things like that now and then. A Sag can wow you all day with romantic gestures, but when it's time to get deep, they can shy away. A Pisces could sit a Sag down and come with that, "How much do you love me?" talk. And Sag will one way or another make a joke about it to lighten the conversation. Or just get physical, like say, "I love you this much," whilst lifting the Pisces up, squeezing them, giving them a big hug, and laughter follows, ha ha. Start tickling the Pisces feet and all that shit. So the deep connection won't be there in the emotional sense. It leaves gaps in the relationship. Where it gets dark is, both signs can be prone to stepping outside of their relationship due to this. A Pisces could step out because they don't feel emotionally secured by Sag. I mean, it'll take a lot for a Pisces who loves the Sag to do this, but it can happen. And Sagittarius can step out because Pisces is too mopey for them. Sag just wants fun. They won't have time for Pisces who may be having a downtime, so Sag will hit the town looking for people on their wavelength, and can easily get to cheating. Affairs too, but just cheating, like on a night out. This is where that Jupiter influence can be negative in this pairing, because both signs will be aware that there's plenty more fish in the sea. They both have expansive minds. So they'll know like, this relationship isn't the be all end all. Basically, love can't trap either sign. Nothing can. Both signs can be extremely flirty or sexually forward in general. But with Pisces, it'll usually tone down a bit once in a relationship. Pisces will fixate on their new partner. And if it's the right partner, this can last forever, this fixation. But Sag can keep that same flirtiness even if they are married with kids. Like, Sag can't turn it off. So if these two are out together at a bar or something, they can end up arguing because Sag is being too flirty or not turning down another's offer for a dance. And Sag can get mad at Pisces for ruining the vibe. Even go back to their friends and the friends are like, the Pisces is immature. Sag can view Pisces as one big wet party pooper, when Pisces just wants some loyalty and security. It doesn't matter which gender the person of each sign is, the effects are the same. So on the way home from the bar, they'll be arguing, and Sagittarius again can't handle heated confrontations and stuff like that. Sag will get violent, especially if cornered. It depends on the Pisces if they're down for the fighting too. If they are, they may get respected more from Sag. Ever had a fight with a sibling who you underestimated because you're familiar with them, then discover mid-fight they're actually strong as hell? Yeah, it's that sort of effect with these two. Pisces can really shock Sag this way, because it will be unexpected in comparison to Sag being the more dominant one typically. But if not, this is where Pisces will instead start getting spiritual on Sagittarius. Without even explaining all that, but you see when Sag gets argumentative with Pisces on a regular, and Pisces stops arguing and chooses the silent approach, which will be seen as the passive approach, the passive-aggressive approach. This is where it gets dangerous for Sagittarius, like spiritually dangerous. If they're both arguing and butting heads, it can be dangerous for Pisces unless they're the fighter type. But if it's Sag doing the abusing while the Pisces is not responding, it's dangerous for the Sagittarius. Sag will be aware the Pisces partner is spiritual, especially if the Sag is spiritual themselves, which they have the full potential to be. But Sag won't realise how spiritual Pisces is until they start abusing them, and may not realise the things that starts happening to them is even connected to the Pisces. If it's the Pisces abusing the Sagittarius, it can garner similar effects, because karma doesn't miss anybody. But Sag can be so evasive, they don't even suffer the abuse. You want to talk escapism? Sag needs to get thrown in that talk, because sometimes they won't even argue or entertain you. They'll leave as soon as you start something. From a Pisces says, I just think it's funny that the Sag is already halfway out of the door. Sag has that foresight, so they can see when Pisces may want to start something, especially if it's their partner they're close to. Sag may even get into bed with their shoes on, because they know the Pisces is going to turn, so this won't be a harmonic pairing. Fun times can be had, but when both signs can be cheaters, with both being ruled by Mr. Go Around and Fuck Anyone Zeus, the trust won't be high in this relationship. Family. Pisces and Sag family members can have the same effect as the romantic relationship. Lots of bickering. They may even be actual siblings, and you'll see how they operate. They both can annoy each other, but love each other deeply at the same time. Pisces can be peacefully chilling, and Sag comes in with all this noise, speaking loud, saying the wrong things. Sag is similar to Virgo, where they can get quite critical of people. The way Sag does it will be funny, but it can wind Pisces up, which will make Pisces want to start offending the Sag. And if these two signs gets into any cussing match, it will get ugly real quick. Because although Sag can dish it out, they cannot take it whatsoever. Sag won't sit there being the butt of anyone's jokes, especially no Pisces. Sag can look down on Pisces. Not in an I'm better than you way, but in a I'm standing up tall and happy, I'm a centaur, and you're down on the floor flopping about and sad, like a fish. In that kind of way. So when Pisces stands up and starts cussing out the Sag, Sag will get so offended and defensive, like there's no way a fish is disrespecting me. They'll be pulling out their bow and arrow, so offended that a Pisces is talking mad to them. It's like getting laughed at by all your friends for something embarrassing you did, and then you spot that one friend who's usually the butt of the jokes laughing their head off. So you turn on that friend like, why the fuck are you laughing? Don't you remember that time your grandma fell down the stairs bringing us milk and cookies? Like, a defensive Sagittarius is seriously one of the most funniest, disrespectful people you can meet. But when it's a Pisces doing it to Sag, they really won't like it. Remember, it's like two clowns. So when one clown is getting the more cheers, the other will get mad. Where all that laughter turns into, no, stop it you two. Because they're now tussling on the floor. Because if Pisces loses, the way Sag can laugh at you will make you feel like shit. So Pisces can get physical. Even if it's a Pisces that's not usually like that, a Sag can get a Pisces fighting them. If there's one sign that can get under a Pisces skin, it's Sagittarius and Aquarius. And if there's one sign that can threaten a Sagittarius's flame, then it's Pisces. They'll both be better in a situation where one's teaching the other something, especially if the Sag is older. Pisces can have lots of respect for an older Sag family member. If Pisces is the older one, it'll have to be like a Pisces parent or grandparent teaching them things to get a Sag's respect. Like a big age gap, as Sag's respects elder people, old people. But if it's like an older Pisces cousin, by like a couple years, Sag may not respect the Pisces even if the Pisces is wise as hell. It's where sibling rivalry can again appear with who's more knowledgeable and wiser, who's more funnier. You ever seen like where two people from the same family are in opposing gangs? That's the kind of dynamic that can happen with these two. The real repellent family-wise will be because they are differently the same. The hidden attraction is romantically when it's like discovering you're related to the person so you understand why there was a weird attraction in the first place. But when these two know they are family, it can be like a denial. Like, nah, we're nothing alike. Especially from the Sag's end. Friends. After all I've said so far, friendship is where these signs can actually shine. When Pisces and Sag are friends, that Jupiter sibling thing is more readily accepted on either side. These two signs can cherish the other's knowledge and wisdom, and not only that, they can appreciate each other's differences. Sag will want to try help Pisces out of a mood if they're in one, inviting them out somewhere or things like that. And Pisces will want to have some thought-provoking conversations with Sag. Sag can be evasive with deep talk romantically, but when it's in something lighter like a friendship, that's where you can see the deep wise side of Sag, cause they can get very preachy with their friends. So when Pisces is dropping knowledge back that causes the Sag to think, that's where Pisces wins Sagittarius' respect. Where the friendship is like two siblings that will fight the other's battles for them, instead of each other. A Sag can say something that offends someone, and that person gets mad, and steps up to the Sag. It'll be the Pisces who attacks you before the Sag does. A Pisces can be in some trouble, where they're choosing to avoid it, cause it may get out of hand. It'll be the Sag that goes there and handles it for the Pisces. It's that sort of dynamic friendship-wise. If they're operating on the darker side of life, Pisces will often be like a secret partner to Sag. That quiet person around the Sag looking out for them where no one knows their name. It's probably a Pisces. Sag likes to lead and Pisces likes to play the supportive role. So in friendship, this works quite well. Not for their enemies, but for the pairing, it works. It will go this way if they make it work romantically too, where the Pisces is supporting the Sag. Sag can be a wise elder and big kid at the same time. So this forces Pisces to stay on their old wise elder side, as Pisces can be like a kid too when happy. They both have two sides being mutable, so Sag will have more freedom to be both around a Pisces friend, as the Pisces takes up the vigilant role. On the more darker side, again with like when family, these can be two signs who can have a connection, but be a part of warring gangs or groups. So if they fall out, say they're a part of a big group, and the Sag and Pisces falls out. This is where some will stay with the Pisces and others will leave with the Sagittarius. So from that alone, you can have a new gang rivalry. Both these signs can be powerful and ruthless leaders. That's the darker side of Jupiter. They both can have masses of people following them, because they are differently the same. But overall, they tend to work best as either friends or in an older-younger family dynamic. The more of a level playing field they are on, like romantically or close in age, the more issues can occur. The real dark side of love between Capricorn and Pisces. Come and take a swim with me. Romantically. Capricorn and Pisces make for a power couple on the mature side. You have the oldest earth sign in Capricorn and the oldest sign of all in Pisces. It's where reality and dreams meets in this pairing. But if only things was that simple. The reason these two signs will clash will be to do with dreams and emotions. Pisces is the final water sign. At its most mature state, it's the most emotionally intelligent sign. This is someone who can be so attuned to their partner's feelings that the partner will never be without anything. The problem here is Capricorn is not connected to their feelings. They are the sign opposite the moon, ruling over Cancer. So emotions and Capricorn does not work well. Capricorns can comfortably move through the world cold and logical, not needing any feelings to succeed. But they also can suffer a great deal emotionally. But typically, Pisces can find Capricorn emotionless. Capricorn is the most realistic sign, the sign fully in touch with earth, time and running things from the top. When they look at Pisces who is full of emotions, they can view Pisces as unreliable and a hopeless dreamer, not working towards nothing, just sitting down wishing and dreaming. Obviously, that's not the truth with Pisces. Pisces is the master manifestor connected with another world, so here is where we get a misunderstanding between the two. If Capricorn was in touch with emotions by default, Pisces wouldn't even need to explain any of this. Capricorn would just need to go around a Pisces and they'll feel it, but they don't. So they just look at Pisces in an impractical way and see a floppy fish. So how can love work when one is fully in touch with loving emotions and the other is fully in touch with reality, excluding the feeling part of it? Well, it can't work, or it shouldn't work. But it's also why when it does work, it's the ultimate power couple. Capricorns are not actually cold. They, like everyone, has feelings. The Capricorns who explores their feelings ends up realizing how powerful emotions can be paired with their earthy logic. They realize they're not just a goat, but a sea goat coming from the spiritual water energy. So if the Capricorn is spiritually in touch with themselves and at least has a clear understanding of their own emotions, this opens up a massive space for Pisces and the ocean to fill in any void Capricorn has. Pisces in an immature or weakened state can be a sign that can be so lost in their head they are not in touch with reality. All the earth signs can help Pisces put their feet on the ground, but Capricorn at matured levels can actually help Pisces become grounded with their dreams to where they can make those dreams real. It's like what Taurus can do, but more. That sounds like a fairy tale. Well, that's how this pairing can be, like one big fairy tale. But you will more than likely stumble into Capricorns who don't see Pisces as a suitable, strong partner for them, and Pisces can view Capricorn as someone so out of touch with their emotions that all they do is work to compensate for it. Cold and ruthless. It can get so bad to where these signs don't even argue like that in a relationship. Just resort to passive-aggressive dismissals and silence, with a strong sense of disappointment in the air. And none of this can even include the dark sides of either sign, which in my opinion is the two darkest signs in the zodiac overall. But those things wouldn't even be in the relationship because from the light side alone, they can face issues where they don't even make it to getting close like that to be really showing each other how evil they both can be. A Pisces can be so clingy in this type of relationship, all because the Capricorn can be so cold and standoffish. Pisces can be like, just let me love you. And Capricorn can be like, I'm busy right now with work, I'll get back to you. Cause Pisces knows Capricorn's got a soft heart in there. It's that sense that will keep Pisces around. This can impress a Capricorn with how much work Pisces is willing to put into loving them, but it may actually be a Capricorn who is cold throughout and isn't looking for any love whatsoever. If I told you, even with saying that, Capricorn can be one of the most sensitive signs in the zodiac, you'd think I've gone mad, but they really can. They can be even more sensitive than Cancerians. But you see Pisces is like the ultimate people reader. So if they sense that softness in Capricorn and clock the Capricorn is purposely playing hard to get, Pisces can stay for the long haul to finally meet Capricorn's sensitive side, then abuse the hell out of Capricorn for making them wait for so long. It won't happen point blank like that, but over time, Capricorn can be witnessing a sort of resentment from Pisces even when they've finally given themselves over, where Pisces start showing hints of their dark side, and this will make Capricorn boss up even more and start showing their dark side, and it can veer off into dangerous territory for both. Sometimes it's not even worth pursuing, because both these signs can be big on death. And I'm not just talking the death of the relationship, I'm talking where one's turning up at the other's funeral, receiving sympathy hugs, when they're secretly the reason the other one's dead. Dramatic, I know, but both these signs do not play, so when romantically involved, unless both matured, and I mean they both have done the groundwork on their own self, if not, even seeing where it can go is not worth it. Capricorn can turn into a pessimistic, insulting shit to Pisces, and Pisces can turn into an emotionally manipulative, sneaky shit to Capricorn. It's the last two feminine signs overall. Doesn't matter what gender you actually are, it's grand elder feminine energy from the two. Capricorn can show Pisces they absolutely do not need them and is fully capable of providing for themselves and achieving all their dreams alone. As simple as that sounds, that stuff can seriously hurt a Pisces who loves you. Pisces loves to be of service to the love of their life and give them everything they possibly can. And more. Capricorn can crush a Pisces soul this way. And Pisces can show Capricorn you can be the most cold, calculated and cruel person to me all you want, but I'll still love you. You can't stop me loving you, but I can love you and leave you because I also love myself. And as corny as that sounds, things like that will get to a Capricorn when they're alone, because they do have a sensitive side, and to love and leave someone is one of the most clear and obvious signs of strength, self-respect and discipline. And that's all what Capricorn is about. They wouldn't expect Pisces to have this in them. So there are many clashes to be had with these two. They both can naturally work better with the other signs in their element, like Pisces with Taurus or Virgo, or Capricorn with Cancer or Scorpio. Pisces and Capricorn is the two bosses of their element, either working together well, as Earth absorbs water for growth, or with water flooding Earth where there is no growth even possible. Family. Capricorn and Pisces as family members can work the same way as romantically. Capricorn can view the Pisces as unserious, and Pisces can view the Capricorn as too serious and cares about nothing but work and money. The Capricorn family member can be looking at the Pisces family member with Virgo type judgmental eyes, while the Pisces doesn't even want to lock eyes with the Capricorn in case they pick up that judgmental energy and might snap. The Capricorn can look at the Pisces family member with a question mark. The Pisces can look at the Capricorn family member with an exclamation mark. If the Pisces is more the serious type or the Capricorn's the more down to earth type, they can get along very well. You can find Capricorns as quiet and secretive as Pisces, lost in thought, probably thinking about making money, so Pisces can mingle with them easier, because the Capricorn will be too preoccupied to be judging Pisces. If Pisces is the more bossy one and Capricorn is the more quiet one, Pisces can be protective of this Capricorn. Maybe from a spotting they got potential thing, But sensitive, shy Capricorns are out there, and when Pisces spots them, they will protect them like they're one of the water signs. They're half sea creature after all. Capricorn may not be in touch with their feelings, but Pisces sure can pick up on how Capricorn is feeling. This can be great if it's like a Pisces parent and Capricorn child. The child will be pushed to their potential by the Pisces parent. Even if the Pisces parent is fucked up, the responsibility the Capricorn will feel will push them to succeed for everyone. If the Capricorn's the parent and the Pisces child doesn't have a clear direction to go in, it can get tricky because again, Capricorn can be cold with anybody, including their kids. So even if Capricorn pushes their Pisces kid into a successful career, the Pisces kid can end up resenting the Capricorn parent because they wasn't allowed to be emotional. They were forced to be an overachieving robot-goat hybrid, forced into mutation. Pisces will be alone with their feelings in this dynamic, while on the flip side, the Capricorn can be solely responsible for everyone's happiness in a financial way. Capricorns can feel burdened with this kind of responsibility from young ages in their life, which isn't fair either. But if so, they won't grow to hate their Pisces parent, just feel they need to look out for them. Capricorns can develop empathy this way towards family, whilst being cold towards everyone else. Friends. Pisces and Capricorn can be good friends. I wouldn't say like super best friend level, but good, reliable and resourceful friends to each other. As mad as this sounds, I actually think this friendship will be at its strongest if they're both operating on their dark side. It's similar to Pisces and Aquarius. When Capricorn and Pisces are deep in some illegal and demonic stuff, again it makes a power couple. These two signs can both be moving like the Grim Reaper, especially if they're in a gang together or even if they're like two good friends in the military. These two can literally face death together and conquer it. If they share a common enemy or common goal, you'll get the best out of these two. Even if that goal is to someone from the opposing army or gang, death will be in the air. If any of you have sensed death before, felt death in the air, you'll know what that feeling feels like. It can be very unsettling from witnessing the death of a stranger to a family member. That feeling of death will fuck with your nerves. Well, Capricorn and Pisces can generate that feeling and then bring it to life, individually. So when together, people often put Capricorn with Scorpio as like the two darkest signs, but those two signs won't even get along when operating like that, because they will both want control. When it's Capricorn and Pisces, Pisces don't give a shit about who's the boss and things like that. The task at hand is the task at hand, and if Capricorn is leading the way, charging forward with death, Pisces will be right there with them. On some normal day-to-day stuff, unless these two like grew up together, I wouldn't expect them to have tons of things to speak about or relate to every day. It'll be like catch-ups now and then. But when there's a dark motive involved, you can get best friends out of this pairing who can't stop talking to one another, plotting and executing. You want to hear the real dark side of Pisces? If that Pisces is around a dark-sided Capricorn, just ask the Capricorn how bad the Pisces is. They may not even tell you, but if they do, you'll hear why these two are the overall darkest. These two are the femme fatales. You want to hear what goes through a Capricorn's head when they're plotting? Ask that Pisces around them. They may not even tell you, but if they do, the Pisces might even mutate into the Capricorn to show you exactly why they're Satan's golden child. Other than that, you may catch them after work in a bar somewhere sipping cosmopolitans, catching up, sharing a bottle of wine that costs your monthly wages. The real dark side of love between Aquarius and Pisces. Come and take a swim with me. Romantically. Aquarius and Pisces are two signs which will often find themselves attracted to one another. An unspeakable connection. Well, these two signs are the oldies of the zodiac after all. Both are like detached from the rest of the wheel, in a way. So when they stumble across the other, an otherworldly romance can take place. Where these two signs will clash is, again, they are both detached from this earth. So when it comes to relationships, they can both bring this same trait into it. detachment, aloofness. Pisces can be someone you can't pin down. Someone who is so flaky and unpredictable. Aquarius can find this attractive in Pisces because it's like discovering some sort of mystical alien that they can learn about. Aquarius gets called the aliens of the zodiac, but it's really Pisces. Aquarius is like half alien. So Aquarius can meet this full alien, otherworldly mysterious species in Pisces and get hooked. So hooked that they try to trap it in their spaceship and bring it back to Earth. Pisces will be attracted to Aquarius's mind and style, the way they are like different from the rest. This individual that's not even trying to stand out in the crowd. They just naturally do, and their intellect's like on another level. Aquarius in their element can wow you with what they know, like a walking encyclopedia. And Aquarians can have an otherworldly look too. Not fairy type like Gemini, but like this strange mystical beauty. So just looking at an Aquarius can be mesmerizing for a Pisces. But when it comes to commitment, both signs will struggle. Pisces loves to and from the soul. There's no love like Pisces love, and Aquarius loves from the mind. Aquarius can logically understand what love is and give Pisces what they need. But that's not enough for Pisces. Pisces needs love from the soul, not the mind, so can get very clingy and forceful on Aquarius. And the more distant an Aquarius is, after their energies connect, is the more Pisces can keep chasing, wanting more than love poems and fancy words. Pisces will want to feel Aquarius's love, believing it's in there somewhere. And the roles can easily be reversed, where the Pisces is avoiding commitment, maybe just keeping the relationship light, and the Aquarius is so forceful in trying to capture the Pisces heart and soul. Aquarius can pull out all the stops trying to lock down this flying mermaid and still fail. Aquarius can think they have such deep feelings for this Pisces that won't commit, and the reason the Pisces won't commit is because they can tell all that love is coming from the Aquarius's mind and mouth. Aquarius can be talking like they're the most spiritually enlightened being ever, and Pisces can know if that's coming from their soul or just their mind and books they read. Aquarius won't get that about Pisces and may not even realize it about themselves. So this is an issue these signs will face more often than not, where one wants commitment and the other doesn't. Even when they both commit, they're both still prone to times of distance. Go a couple days without talking and things like that. These signs can be in a relationship and live one bus stop away from the other, and it can still feel like a long distance relationship. If they can get past all those hurdles and end up being close, like say they live together, communication will be an issue. Because Aquarius, as smart as they can be, is a sign that is fixed. They can have an opinion and stand on it and have facts to back it up. Pisces is more open and likes things open-ended. There's no limits or finality with Pisces, so when Aquarius gets factual with Pisces, Pisces can get magical with Aquarius as they both end up not feeling each other's way of thinking. These signs can be like when those red bars that come up on Sims showing characters talking don't agree or like each other. Pisces can believe in ghosts, and say they thought they saw a ghost the other day, and Aquarius can be like, careful with that, that can be signs of schizophrenia, hearing and seeing things that others can't. Like, totally kill the mystical side of Pisces with science. Like, what do you mean waking up at 3 AM, hearing someone calling your name, then seeing some ghostly figure run through your wall is schizophrenic? I'm just a little old Pisces. I'm playing, but like, just basic things like sleep paralysis. Aquarius can dismiss any sort of spiritual element to that and just say it's the brain playing tricks. No woman actually sits on your chest, doesn't matter what you feel. And say it so blasé and confidently, while Pisces is quietly like, okay, I'm not sharing anything supernatural with you again, when you're forgetting where you found me. I'm not from here. As the Aquarius is like, there is no way you actually believe in that stuff, do you? Really? It can get to the point that these two just irritate the other in the end. The real spark is in the chase, that non-committal stage. When full commitment takes place from both sides, even more problems can arise. Another thing is, Aquarius can be cold people. Cold people. That's not some stereotypical cliche thing. They can be cold. Pisces can be cold, but naturally, Pisces is loving. So even the way an Aquarius can speak when they're angry can turn a Pisces off. Some Pisces can be too innocent for Aquarius. The la Pisces won't work with an Aquarius's coldness. They need that wise Aquarius type. Cause when Aquarius, a dark-sided one, starts talking reckless, it's not for the weak, and they'll mean every bit of evil they spit out, and vice versa. Aquarius can be loving, even if it's from a mental standpoint. Aquarius can have positive loving thoughts wanting to heal the world. So if they're with the shark type Pisces who on any given day could fly off the handle and go on a spree, this will turn off the Aquarius, especially if the Pisces started out loving, cause the Pisces can warm the Aquarius up and then go cold themselves to where an Aquarius can feel deceived and look at the relationship from a logical view only and leave just like that, not allowing feelings to hold them back. Aquarius can be like, I know crazy when I see crazy. You need help, Pisces, and not from me. Aquarius is like the most emotional air sign. Secretly, they're in touch with that emotional water they carry. So if they start touching that water and getting familiar with it, they can appear Pisces-like. Without realizing, when you become Pisces-like, you enter a world of fishes, and no one swimming around like a mermaid or merman is going to last in the ocean. They're gonna get eaten. And this can also turn off a Pisces, cause if Aquarius turns into a different person to how the Pisces met them, they'll no longer have that originality the Pisces initially fell in love with. So there's many issues that can arise out of this pair. Even on the light side, Aquarius can mess a Pisces and their feelings up real bad when they want to. Cause Pisces wouldn't believe Aquarius can be so cold towards them until something happens where the Aquarius actually does. But this hurt can also wake up the most bittered, miserable and dangerous people ever in a Pisces. Aquariuses who do capture the mermaid has to be careful with how they handle it, cause they don't know what they are catching. That water they are bearing is what's feeding this. They don't actually know what is feeding. And Pisces needs to mind with allowing themselves being caught by the Aquarius, because the love they can logically give you can trap Pisces in a way where when you actually realize it's not love from the soul, you're already too deep in love with the Aquarius from your own soul to even leave. Once each sign sort of keeps their freedom, they can literally bounce at any minute, which is not great for long-term relationships. The chase can be the best thing ever, but the capture can make each want to leave straight away. We're talking about electricity and water here. Sparks will fly, but sometimes it means one is getting electrocuted. Family. Aquarius and Pisces family members can face quite a few issues. Again, it's magic versus science, electricity versus water. Even if they're close family members, Pisces will typically hold back on what they share with Aquarius. Even if it's the Aquarius who likes to have deep conversations, Pisces will just know there's some things not to say, because if Aquarius gets into their opinionated side towards something a Pisces feels, they will clash. So this duo can have like a fake harmony, all because the Pisces is careful with what they say. Aquarius, with how different they are, will view Pisces as the one that's different. Like an Aquarius parent will look at their Pisces kid as strange, too deep. And Pisces will pick up on this again, so it will stop Pisces mentioning certain things. What can happen with this dynamic is the Aquarius can get super protective of the Pisces family member. Remember that analogy of the Aquarius trying to capture the mermaid when romantically? Well, when they're family, they're already captured, so to speak. There's a natural blood bond there that Aquarius will cherish in a way that's different. And that Aquarius is more talkative and outgoing. If the Pisces isn't acting like the Aquarius when around them and is instead quiet, Aquarius can like this. Cause then it's like, it's cool, you be quiet, stand behind me, I got you, my mystical fish. In a way, it can be beneficial for Pisces to have an Aquarius family member that they're close to. Cause it will help Pisces combat any shyness they may have, and Aquarius benefits from having someone that will listen to all their wacky stories and theories without any opposing opinion that's gonna kill the conversation. But again, these are the two oldies of the zodiac. Just imagine two elderly people sitting on a porch bickering about some shit one of them did to the other 40 years ago. This can be that same effect when they're family, cause they're bonded by blood. So unless they break away from the family, they can end up butting heads, but when Pisces isn't doing that keeping the peace stuff, they can just irritate each other. I won't say they'll end up like having serious fights like if they're siblings, but like they'll just end up avoiding each other, maybe for periods of time. If they find some common ground, then that dynamic of where the Aquarius acts sort of like a guard to Pisces will happen. Even if the Pisces is the more dangerous one, and is the one protecting the Aquarius when shit happens, the Aquarius will still stand on that position because they see Pisces in a way others don't, even if the Pisces is dark. On the light side, Aquarius can help Pisces find their individuality too, so they can shine. And Pisces can help Aquarius understand all those deep emotions they deal with when that water they are bearing splashes on them. Friends. Aquarius and Pisces as friends is another tricky one. Again, it's two old people on a porch. This can be friends who talk for days on end on the phone. They'll probably end up being friends in the first place because the Aquarius does something that makes the Pisces laugh. Aquarius can also be a know-it-all, but the reason they can be like that is because they can be very nosy people. Pisces hates diggers, and Aquarius can hate private people. They can take offense to you being private about personal issues. You know, like two people whispering in a group? Aquarius is the, do you want to share that with the rest of the group type. They may not like secretive people, and Pisces is a secretive sign. The main issue will be when both sides are being true to what they think. There's always going to be opposition to what the other's saying, but then again, they both can have a calm friendship where they don't even mention things they're personally into and just focus on the things they both like. Gender doesn't matter in this duo. Can be an Aquarius male and Pisces female as best friends and so on. Now, if we're talking like a dark-sided Aquarius and a dark-sided Pisces, these two can be the type to not even be speaking to each other and know exactly what the other is on doing. Communicating telepathically on a next level. Aquarius is a sign that can be extremely unpredictable, but not to a Pisces who is close to them. Like Aquarius seriously is the most random sign of the zodiac, but Pisces is able to tune into Aquarius and get on their wavelength. So say they get into trouble, without any words said, these two can end up maneuvering like twins. Even though the Aquarius will be protective of the Pisces, it will be the Pisces tuning into the Aquarius to keep them both safe. And Aquarius can get real dark and cold. Real dark and cold. If you know, you know. Aquarius is not a sign you play with on the dark side, like whatsoever, because they will break every rule there is and any boundary you have down, and then attack you. So when Pisces tunes into this frequency, these two can be menaces to society, because there'll be zero boundaries. This can be like a pairing where they spot an enemy, and without even saying a word to each other, they both end up running towards the person with the same intentions. It's where the most unpredictable meets the most go with the flow sign. So it can be great in terms of protecting each other and being a threat to others, but from a law and order perspective, these two signs are going prison. Simple as, piss one of them off when they're close friends with the other and you're just looking at jailbirds. Male and female friends I'm talking. On a lighter note, they can start out as a good thing, but again, like the romantic relationships, they can both end up drifting from one another, from one being too deep and the other being too intellectual. Magic versus science. The real dark side of love between Pisces and Pisces. Come and take a swim with me. Romantically. Pisces and Pisces, the most loving sign in the zodiac, together, in love. What could possibly go wrong? Everything can go wrong. Pisces is also the mirror sign of the zodiac. It's the most spiritual sign sitting at the end, on the beach by the sea like a mermaid, merman, reflecting everyone back onto themselves who comes near whilst reflecting on everything in general. Pisces comes with flaws, like every other sign, but every other sign is in Pisces. So Pisces will still be reflecting you back onto you regardless if the Pisces is adding insult to injury with their own prejudices and facts involving you. So when it's two Pisces facing each other, they'll just be facing themselves. To sum it up, Pisces can see everyone, but no one sees Pisces, including other Pisces. Pisces can read another Pisces, but to actually see who that Pisces is, will have to come through something deep, like a relationship, where the Pisces can wipe that mirror clean to see themselves and then smash the mirror to see the Pisces partner behind it. So we get lots of confusion in this pairing. Confusion and mirrors. They will be alone. It will be quiet, more telepathic than verbal. Actions may speak louder than words, but what about hearing what someone's not saying? That will tell you all you need to know, cause actions can be fake. This is Pisces world. This isn't those relationships where like a friend can chime in when they argue and stuff like that. Nah, nobody outside of this relationship will understand it. It'll be these two alone staring at a mirror, which is their partner. How the progression of this relationship can go is like starting out as two baby sirens, swimming holding hands, then end up as two sharks swimming side by side. Cause there isn't no other sign that can effectively bring the dark side out of a Pisces than another Pisces. There will be no hiding in this relationship. Yeah, deceit and those things will happen, but it will never stay hidden for long. There's no hiding, there's no running. Everything you hold inside will be in your face via that Pisces partner. This relationship goes beyond love itself. This is soul on soul. And that's why it can be an awful experience for both Pisces. It can work and be healthy with maturity, show each other the best sides of the other, creating a positive loop between the two. But that's more on the light side. That's more when the two are innocent and probably grew in some gated community, not really dealing with the dark sides of life. Never really faced threats or had to worry about how next month's rent's getting paid. Their mental's in check. Doesn't really deal with negative thoughts and stuff like that because their antenna's off. A la Pisces literally living in their own la land. They're out there. Pisces out in the real world, who then hooks up with another Pisces out in the real world, will have darkness waiting to be unraveled. Even if it's just dark thoughts, that shit will get pulled out of them. A Pisces can ask their Pisces partner, have you ever thought about killing somebody? Then the Pisces responds, yeah, myself. Then it's ha ha he he. But from the look in the Pisces eyes upon hearing that question, the Pisces asking it will know if it's a yes or no. You can't smooth nothing over with a joke or deflect. It'll be highlighted. So this can be frustrating for a Pisces because Pisces loves to have some sort of mystery going on. Some sort of privacy. Some trick up their sleeve. All that goes out of the window around another Pisces. It's like two members from a secret society dating. There's nothing secret. The sex, the passion, the deep talks, the intimacy, they can have it all. You can have two people equally giving each other everything. But the thing with Pisces is, fishes eat other fishes. So who's gonna be the bigger fish? Cause there's always a bigger fish. Who's gonna be whose rock? You can't both be each other's rocks. So power struggles can happen in this couple. That's not a term you expect to hear in a Pisces on Pisces video. Power struggle. But that's exactly what will happen. Cause Pisces is a very powerful sign who can get by just by themselves with the backative of the spiritual world. Any Pisces that's in denial about things and loves to escape not even reality but from the truths of their own self they run from will hate being around another Pisces, especially if we're talking Pisces women and Pisces men. Pisces women embodies the Piscean energy more naturally than Pisces men. So Pisces women will have a spiritual edge. Pisces men can be in denial of the Piscean feminine traits. Pisces men won't like feeling like a Pisceana. So the Pisces woman can really show them about themselves in a way a Pisces man could hate. Which could be dangerous too if the Pisces man is secretly dark and the woman isn't. Both genders can get their radars scrabbled when dealing with the other, but typically Pisces men can be extremely physically dangerous when their emotions are in the picture. This is a pairing where the woman can appear colder than the man even if they're both on the light side, or the man can be way more unemotionally available than the woman. To balance it out will not be easy. You can catch Pisces women joining in on the hate train of Pisces men. The Pisceanas can snake us fellas. The Pisces woman can consume the Pisces man. It's not a thing for a Pisces woman to get in her masculine bag and start speaking in a tone similar to Ruth Pointer from the Pointer Sisters on Automatic. They can switch up on the Pisces man and become a Pisces man. Another thing is, this is a relationship that can get real aggressive. Both genders can be violent, throwing dinner plates at each other. They can really create a toxic environment and be doing this all in front of their children, if they have any. The Joker and Harley Quinn, that's what they can be like together. It can be similar to Pisces and Gemini together. If one's an addict, the other will almost certainly become one too. The Pisces merging isn't always some good spiritual shit. It's every kind of merging. It's the true definition of ride or die. Really for the better or worse, with a wedding ring or not. Even down to just having off vibes around each other. They can argue telepathically. They can be sitting on the couch and the man can be like, "What's up? You seem off." The Pisces woman can be like, "Nothing, just thinking about what to eat." Then in their head is like, "I told you to take me to Disneyland on this day, you dickhead. You promised me. How dare you even talk to me about what's up?" All while she's sitting there calm. Then the Pisces man can pick this up and be like, "Oh shit, was it today you wanted to go Disneyland? Totally forgot. Oh, was it today? I forgot too. Oh, now you remember, dickhead. How about we go tomorrow? That's great, babe, thank you. And one last thing, stop calling me dickhead. I genuinely forgot." "What? I never called you a dickhead." "You did, I heard you. Stop." You can't even hide your thoughts around a Pisces, especially as another Pisces. Because the way the two will connect when it's romantically, you are technically one being. One fish either attaches to the other, like anglerfishes, mating, or one swallows the other where the other's still alive in their stomach surviving as one. All this is what scares people about getting into a relationship with a Pisces. It's not just deep love, it's deep everything. Pisces will merge with your soul. So with another Pisces, you'll get to know what it feels like and how exposed you are. So after saying all of that, it's not even about if the Pisces are mature or not. It's simply because they're both Pisces. Too much feelings, too much empathy, too much love, too much hate, too much positivity, too much negativity, too much fucky, too much arguments, too much everything. Pisces is everything. Pisces and Pisces is everything and more. Not for the faint-hearted at all. A Pisces can't be with a Pisces and be cussing them out to others, cause what they say about their partner, others will see it in them. Remember, it's you and the Pisces alone in the ocean. Not even Scorpio will understand this shit when they're down there too. So you won't have that option to vent to another, cause they'll end up just looking at you and advising you instead of even seeing what you're seeing in your Pisces partner, when what you're seeing is a reflection of you. Complaining about your Pisces partner to someone else will do nothing but expose you to who you're complaining to. It's you in jail with that Pisces facing all your fears. If a Pisces is like, my ex-partner was a dark-sided Pisces, it'll raise our eyes and look at the Pisces like, so what are you now? Cause a light Pisces getting with a dark Pisces won't be no light Pisces afterwards. They would have met their dark side through that Pisces. To even leave that relationship, they would have had to fight demon with demon. One thing's for sure is Pisces will learn everything about their own soul through another Pisces. Even if they aren't spiritual and things like that, they will learn the most through another Pisces. Anything else is a bonus. If the Pisces gets it to romantically work, then that's a bonus. There will always be the fear of the other ghosting as well. So your love and trust can be tested with a Pisces. Even if you're cautious, you can take all the time in the world, and that moment you fully devote yourself to that Pisces, they disappear. Gone. If both are fully self-aware by the time they meet, it increases the chances of it working, because they'll be able to decipher their own reflection and the other person's projection. If not, they'll both be trapped in a house of mirrors until they find the exit door, and that can take years, or it may never be found. Family. Pisces family members will always have a fascination with another. Like, whoa, another one like me. This is where Pisces can appreciate their mystical side because they'll see it in their Piscean family members. They'll feel the effects of their own aura and energy on the lighter side. As we know, Pisces is like a random sign. You won't know what kind of fish they really are under that mask. And this is where it can get dangerous for a Pisces with a Pisces. Because if there's any hidden family jealousy going on, maybe one shark's fin shines brighter than the others. You can literally get a hidden enemy in a Pisces family member who you love so much. You wouldn't even expect. They don't wish good things for you, and all that can be from you being able to utilize the Piscean energy more skillfully than them. Maybe you're more creative than them. Maybe you're more loving than them, etc. Pisces in their ego can like to be the most. Not the first or the best, the most. So if another Pisces is known as the most loving in the family, for example, something as simple as that can trigger another Pisces. It's one reason why Pisces can be shy with their gifts, because they don't want to stand out and separate themselves from the collective, especially their family. Which is a paradox within itself, because the whole point is Pisces is not a part of the rest. They're supposed to be detached physically, but spiritually connected, blessing others. So if they do and there's a bittered fish in that family, your dreams may not even come true due to that Pisces family member's actions behind the scenes. Dark-sided Pisces family members can be the type to put curses, spells on their own family members. Also, a younger Pisces family member can be a massive sucker to an older Pisces family member. You want to see a gullible fish, put them around a bigger fish and watch them get toyed with, if the older fish is on the darker side. Even if the older fish is a drunk or a drug abuser on the darker side, they can play on a younger Pisces empathy and get them under control. Have them stealing out their parents' bags and all sorts to fund their habits. You can't even trust your kids around a dark-sided Pisces. But the problem is, you more than likely won't know they're dark-sided. And I'm talking in terms of everything. You can't trust your kids around one. Lord knows what they can end up doing, especially if they have secret ill intentions towards the Pisces kids' parents, which could be their siblings, etc. So there's lots of deception to be wary of when it involves Pisces and Pisces family members. Other than that, they'll normally be pretty peaceful around each other. There may be abandonment issues if it's like a Pisces kid and parent. Even if the parent doesn't go anywhere, the kid can feel alone, especially if the Pisces parent's too busy with work or not spiritually inclined. This parent-child dynamic won't go as smoothly as you may think. Doesn't matter if they're both fishes. On the lighter side, Pisces will love having a healthy older Pisces around because lots of adventure will take place. Pisces are great with kids, so these are those family members that can just randomly take you and your cousins to the seaside and things like that. Pisces and Sagittarius shares these qualities via Jupiter. You stay over at their house and it's takeaway night and get to stay up playing games or prank calling people. You know, like a fun house. That's what a healthy Pisces house will be like, a fun house. So the younger Pisces can experience magic with an older one. It's just random. Even with two Pisces siblings, there's no way to say how it will go. It's not as predictable as the other signs. They may love each other, they may hate each other. They may fight all the time or be playing all the time. It may be all that in one. Either way, Pisces as family members will go through a roller coaster of emotions towards one another. Their opinion on each other may keep changing over time too. Friends. When Pisces is friends with another Pisces, I'll be surprised if there's like a Pisces duo and they're both calm or both hyped. One will always be louder than the other. Pisces is a sign that can be shy, but also get loud around shy people to help them speak up. One's always gonna be the bigger fish, so the more assertive friend will take on another sign's traits to accommodate this. These are those two friends who can make astrology look fake. Cause when others discover they're both Pisces, it'll be like, how are you like this when they are like that? The thing is, the tables can also turn. The quiet one can end up getting confident by mirroring the Pisces friend, which causes the Pisces friend to then take the backseat and be more like themselves how their friend was, but with more surety that they can switch up when needs be. If both are dark-sided, it'll work the same way as light. One will lead and the other's gonna be there right by them. This duo will need a third to really be keeping up a madness though. They'll need like a Capricorn or a Libra in the mix. It'll bring about more structure to the fluidity of the two Pisces. I'm not joking when I say this sign can be like successful hitmen or women and things like that. If they both belong to a society or gang, they'll get on very well. No fish will have to eat another fish. They just go out hunting for food together. They can both be go with the flow. If one's more outgoing and makes more money, the other won't even have time to hate because they'll get brought in. Even if both these fishes are light, one will at least act out the role of the dark one. It's the only way there'll be balance. On another scale, a Pisces can be a victim to a Pisces bully. Like a Pisces can spot a shy Pisces the same way as earlier and pick on them. Pisces isn't scared of no other Pisces shark because they've got their own. If the Pisces is on the dark side, they'll eat a light-sided Pisces for lunch all day and eat their lunch. If the light-sided Pisces has made connections with their shark, that bully fish will be a direct target. Yes, Pisces can become big enemies this way. Turn into a pair of fighter fishes. Too much fucking around and finding out. This friendship may not even happen in the first place too, because again, if one fish is acting like another sign and the Pisces ends up realizing it's an act, like how the fuck are you a Pisces like me? I thought you was a Sagittarius or something. It can be off-putting. That Pisces can look at them like, be yourself. But on the other hand, it can be jealousy. Like, how are you able to mutate like that? So that mutating Pisces argument back can be like, I can be myself when I choose, but I can also be anyone I want, so why not have fun? Pisces males and Pisces females also make really great friends. Pisces is a sign that can friend up the opposite sex easily. But the females needs to be careful because although the Pisces male friends' intentions could be genuine, don't play any tricks to see if they'll be willing to get on with you to test them, because Pisces men can be the type to fuck anything moving at lower uncontrolled vibrations. Basically, don't be naive to just thinking this Pisces guy is only your friend, because he may pounce if the opportunity arises. It's easy to confuse Pisces as some gay best friend or things like that, because they can be soft, but Pisces men have got massive nuts. Or maybe it's you, the female fish, who will put it on your Pisces male friends, putting that Pisceana super soaker to work like a hot summer's day, knowing the Pisces male friend isn't going to jump out of the way or run away because they're trying to cool down. So super soak me all you want. This shit can easily happen. The ocean can just take you lot and you wake up stuck together like dogs. So yes, Pisces and Pisces can get on, but it depends. It depends in the deep ends. How has your experience been with these two signs? Share your truth. Has it worked out for you? Or why didn't it if not? And be honest now. Introspection's key. Other than that, shut your ass up, put your seatbelts back on, and make sure that I was clear. We'll be arriving at our destination shortly.